Okay.
Good.
These are your characters to choose from. Davis the pilot, Chan the roughneck, Rye the roughneck, Miller the officer, and Wilson the company agent. Once you choose your character, you cannot change your character. However, if anything were to happen to your character, I will do my best to get you another character in play relatively quickly. This game does feature a moderate amount of character and thus player conflict. The way that is mitigated is if ever there is a conflict, it's just, if both players are kind of getting into it, then they're both going to have to kind of play along a little bit until there is a conclusion of the particular scene that they're in, and then after that we decide what it is that we're going to do, which usually will include one of the characters being replaced. So like an extreme example of that is like somebody goes completely rogue, nuts, insane and starts attacking everybody around them. And no, let me rephrase that. Let me back up. Not somebody goes completely insane, because that can happen. But somebody's a jerk, right? And decides that they just want to screw over the other players. They carry that out. And then as soon as they do that and they become a villain, they then become an NPC. So if you're committing yourself to the path of doing an awful deed to the rest of the group, you are committing yourself to making your character an NPC. Now, we're approaching this from a cinematic standpoint, so we are telling a story together. And these characters just happen to be the personas that we're writing and putting together in that story. So, you might be like really gung-ho to do the thing, whatever it may be, that makes your character an NPC. Maybe you want to wait a while. Maybe it's not something that needs to be done at all. That's up for you as the player to put together. Now you're going to have an agenda that is listed on your character sheet. But the most important thing to note is that somebody needs to play Wilson, the company agent.
I was already planning on that.
Excellent. Go ahead and take him. You got him.
So there's the other set. Wow.
Yeah, that was good.
You want to start reading through it?
Can I turn it over?
Yeah, you can turn it over.
Okay.
You're committed to the path.
Okay.
You are Wilson, the company agent.
Awesome.
Okay. Who would you like to choose, Cameron?
Well, we got a pilot, we got the officer, and we got two roughnecks. So, John,
You pick.
either one, any of those sound interesting to you?
You pick first.
All right. Well, then you're gonna make me pick a roughneck. Not that you're making me pick a roughneck. I'll take Rye.
Rye, the roughneck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glad I let you pick first, because that's what I was going to pick. You're the officer.
The officer Miller.
I'm the officer.
Officer Miller, asshole.
Okay. Now that has transpired, I'm going to give this to you, and I'm going to give.
Sure.
I'm going to give this to you.
Okay.
So go ahead and read the little character description first, is the easiest thing I've found, and then go through your agenda.
I like this character because this is pretty much everything I thought it'd be. I was like, company man in every space movie. I know what it is.
I've met that guy.
Read the sheet, and I was like, yep, that's exactly who it is.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Oh, right. Do you want us to write on these? You want to keep them?
Yeah, I kind of want to try this again. So if you're just marking boxes, that's not a big deal. They can be erased. But if you're taking notes, maybe use something different.
Yeah.
I got my
You got something?
handy dry erase.
Fair enough.
Think you don't?
Hey,
Dog!
hey, stop it.
Oh yeah. In fact, got some boxes already marked.
Yeah. But that's pretty, you can just erase this one.
Yep, yep. No pens, please. Alright. Alright, surprise. Alright.
What are you doing, dog?
So I don't propose to be an expert in this module or this game or anything. I am just doing my best to put together a relatively fun scenario that people will enjoy.
Can't ask more than that.
And along with that statement comes a addendum that this last time I did this took a long time, just purely flipping pages to try to get at what I was getting at. So I'm going to do my best. I've memorized a few, and I have my secondary thingy here,
That'll take less time.
but and I'm a little bit better at it than I was last time. So okay, everybody, save versus box text. Ready? You made it!
No, I have 5.
Oh, I failed.
Yeah.
I have to listen.
What's the story, Mother? You are space truckers on the Starfreighter USCSS Montero, riding the Gauntlet, the trade route between Anchor Point Station and the frontier. Your ship's cargo hold is packed with dozens of tanks of the rare gas helium-3. Usually cargoes such as these are towed in massive tanker modules that transport much higher concentrations of the gas a safe distance from a freight hauler. The Montero isn't rated for as a commercial towing vehicle. However, this small run is a special order for Weyland-Yutani corporate account on Sutter's World, a newly established frontier colony. While the trip so far has been fairly routine, Montero's sensors developed a glitch before you left Anchor Point and sporadically pinged contact with the sensor reflector before you activated the displacement drive and went to faster than light. Your cargo run so far has been without incident. However, you are just waking up from hyperspace ready to deliver your goods to the colony of Sutter's World. So, quickie, system download. So the way this game works is it's a success dice pool system, just like we are used to in our vampire games. Exception being, you are trying to roll 6. Nothing more, nothing less. You're trying to roll 1 6 to succeed, and then if you have extra 6s, you can use them for little stunts and abilities and extra damage and all that sort of stuff. You will always add 1 attribute and 1 skill. There are 4 attributes, and each attribute has 3 skills. I could see situations where maybe a skill that doesn't match an attribute might be paired up, but I haven't really found one yet in this scenario. And what you're going to do is you're going to roll a dice pool based off of those 2 numbers, and then you're going to try to get as many 6s as you can. You might find out that it's a little bit difficult to get a 6. It is the highest number on the die after all. And in so doing, you might fail. After failing, you can decide, hey man, that sucks. In which case you can decide to dig deep, get her done, and push the roll. When you push the roll, you immediately take 1 stress. Okay? 1 stress gives you 1 stress die. Your stress dice are a different color than your other dice. And the stress dice have something happen on them on a 6 and on a 1. But we'll get back to that. But you will, so you're ready to push your roll. You take your 1 stress, mark it on your sheet. You then get your 1 stress die and add it to your die pool of what you just rolled, and you re-roll all the dice that are not successes. Yes, you can do this if you've succeeded. Okay?
So degree of success matters.
Degree of success can matter, but it's usually more of a did you get it or not.
Aspect.
But in the rare situation where you might want to push a roll that you've already succeeded at, you can choose to do that. It's not against the rules. So degree of success matters sometimes. Not as much as it does in World of Darkness games. It's essentially like trying to roll a 10 every time. Not quite, but kind of. So if you go... So there's a bunch of different sub-mechanics for things like fire and vacuum and all this sort of stuff. But the 2 main ones are, of course, the combat one and the consumption. You will notice that you will have various ratings in things like food, water, air, and power. Right? This will come in when you start acquiring gear in the story. But they're listed on the lower left corner of your character sheet. And you can write what your various values are. Every like X period of time that seems sensible, like with air, it's every like 10 minutes or so, right? You have to make a power check roll or like a consumption roll. And what you'll do is you'll roll a number of dice equal to that rating, and for every 1 that you get, the entire number will reduce. So if I've got 5 dice of air and I roll my dice and nothing happens, nothing happens. I've still got 5 air the next turn. If
so it's a depletion mechanic.
It's a depletion mechanic. Only if I roll those 5 dice and I get 2 1s, my rating is now a 3. Okay? The other thing worth noting is that in the combat, you have essentially slow actions and fast actions. And you have 1 slow action and 1 fast action. Slow actions basically equate to things in other RPGs that will be like a full action, like an attack, shooting somebody, trying to use your comms, like complex machinery, right? And then you have fast actions, which are things like opening a common door, moving, defending yourself. So much like I do in the vampire game where you guys have 1 attack action per turn and 1 defensive action per turn, it kind of simulates the same thing, only you can do more with your defensive action, including moving and things like that. There's a whole chart for it, but we don't have time for all that. And I'll help you out through it as you go. But long story short, you've got one slow action, which is usually your main cool thing that you do, and then you have a fast action, which is some smaller thing or movement that you do. You can default your slow action to another fast action if you want. So it's kind of like your base action and your movement action in those 20 games. And that's the majority of the system, with the exception of the stress. So the way the stress works is things will stress you out in the game, to include, of course, pushing their die roll. Seeing messed up stuff, doing messed up stuff, and the like will cause you to gain stress. When you get stress dice, your stress goes from, was it 1 to 10? What is it on that
10.
count? 10. You can get up to 10 stress dice, and every time you get stressed, it adds another die to your roll. So it actually makes you more capable, right? Which is nice because it's an incentive to go into that creepy place. Right? Because like, oh, I'm going to get the stress and I'll get the extra deaths. Yeah.
You're on high alert.
Yeah. But if you roll a 1 on your dice at any point, you have to make a roll on a panic table, and then various things happen. This will happen a lot. In fact, this will be the entirety of this tablet will be to just keep the panic table open. And your health might not be listed on your main character sheet, but it is listed on your write-up sheet. When you run out of health, you are not dead. You are just out and not in it. And then some other things can happen that determine if you actually die or if something else happens or whatever. But we'll get into that when we get into that. RPG, Alien. So, let me finish pulling her up here. So, oh yeah, another thing worth noting is typically when you attack somebody, your first success means that you hit them, and it doesn't add to damage, it just determines that you hit them, and then whatever weapon you're using, to include your fists, has a damage rating, and then you can add extra successes above that to your damage rating, which might not be necessary if you have a big enough weapon. Almost there. Stay on target.
I'm waiting for somebody to have to roll on that panic table and go all wigged out and say, "Game over, man, game over."
Yeah, it's funny when you're reading this, and then after you play it, especially, you can totally like see the various movies happening. You're like, yes, this is the part in the movie where this happened. This is the part in the movie where this happened. The mechanics make it happen in the most beautiful way. It's really great. Okay, John, can we cut?
Yep.
It was a little bit too optimistic of a techno future in this music.
Yes.
Music killed.
Miller.
That's me.
The faint glimmer of light strikes you, followed by the sudden popping and buzzing of white lights inside of your cryo-freeze compartment. Body aching, dehydrated, woozy. You can hear the sound of Mother calling that the cryo chambers have been activated, awakening the crew.
Sit up on the ground. This bullshit never gets any easier, does it?
I'm sorry, Captain Miller.
What's our status? Where are we?
Just a moment. Boop, 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 boop. The thing starts chittering out a bunch of stuff, and your head is just like losing, and your stomach is churning, and you're pretty sure you're gonna barf.
I find the nearest trash receptacle, and I do.
Next to each cryo tube is a small container for the purpose of vomiting. Having nothing in your stomachs, nothing is there. You start to see, who do you see waking up first?
Right.
Are we there yet, Miller?
Good morning to you too, sunshine. No, we ain't there yet.
There's no such thing as a good morning. Dry heaving more into a receptacle.
Better out than in. Better out than in.
And then Wilson.
Okay. Please, are we there yet? Please tell me we're not there yet.
Why are we awake?
So I'm trying to find out. Let's cool your jets. Still waiting.
Engines offline.
Is that
What?
normal?
Not exactly.
Why are the engines offline?
Engines offline.
Engine status. Are they operable?
Captain Miller is required.
Okay. What does that mean? John doesn't know. Captain Miller knows.
It means that Mother wants to speak with you in the secure computer bay
Okay.
that only officers are allowed to get into.
Got it. See what you two knew about rousing the rest of these ladies.
Sure, can do.
While you are dehydrated, you cannot regain stress. I forgot to tell you, typically if you spend 10 minutes resting, not doing anything and not rolling, you can reduce one stress.
Okay. Well, but I will have some water
You'll be passing through the galley on the way.
on the way to the computer room.
And it, like right next to the little container for barfing is the little electrolyte, squeezy pouch of stuff.
It's a Capri Sun
Yeah, it's a
Space
giant
Bundle.
Capri Sun.
of Gatorade.
Yeah, of Space Aid.
Of reclamated piss.
Yeah, no, that's a different game.
Space
Alright.
Bundle.
That game comes out in a few months though,
Oh, okay.
from these same folks. So let's cross our fingers. Anyways, you get up, like lightheaded, drinking some of this stuff. The lights are just blaring down on you from every direction, and it is cold as hell.
Of course it is. Is there a jacket I can grab? Oh, that's my signature item.
Oh,
I
yeah.
grab my jacket.
You can get it. It goes on top of your flight suit. Get your zip up, your jumpsuit, your flight jumpsuit.
Yeah, my signature item is a jacket. Well, jacket patch with Wayland Yutani logo. Not logo. I assume there's a jacket attached.
Yes, your signature item once per act or once per game. You can interact with your signature item for one turn and heal or reduce one stress. Not a big deal, but harkens back to the movie.
Got it.
So you head up. Let me see here. From cryo down the hall into the bridge. So from the cryo down here into the bridge and then into the mainframe room.
Seal up the door nice and tight.
And there's not a verbal interface. The verbal interface of Mother is somewhat limited. because of artificial intelligence restraints
Yeah.
that don't want the computer to be too smart.
So it's pretty much Alexa.
I don't know what that means. Probably.
Siri.
A little bit better than that, but kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not actually an AI.
Yeah.
You go up in there and it has a big old, like screen and an old, like keyboard that powers up when you come in the room and shut the door behind you. Hit the keypad and the thing pops up. And it's MU/TH/UR 65,000. And it comes through and it starts. First thing it does is it tells you that during your faster than light travel, you encountered an ever increasing in power distress signal, and that the ship has been rerouted in an attempt to intercept that distress signal. And your new orders are to intercept the distress signal and assist the craft.
What's the nature of the distress signal?
It's an emergency beacon.
No identification of the source, the craft that it's coming from.
No. However, it is a long-standing, naval tradition not to ignore any distress signal given the danger of space travel.
And orders are orders. Okay. Well, we're already routed that way, right?
You stopped.
Okay. What's nearby? Can we identify the source of the beacon now? Are we close enough?
Potentially, you'll have to go to the bridge to access the sensors or the comms array.
All right. I'll do that.
Okay. While Miller is off in the computer, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna head to the bridge.
Okay.
I'm gonna head and take a shower.
Okay. So, Cam and what's her name?
Rye?
No.
No.
Davis.
Yeah.
They're up with you as well. Davis is on the helm, poking around at stuff, and then Cam is just standing idly by. And Miller comes out of the mainframe room.
Davis is the pilot, right?
Davis is the pilot.
It looks like we have ourselves a little diversion before we get to return home.
Hey, nuh-uh. No. No.
I think I'm just going to stick him in his kennel in a minute.
Trying to find his way out of it, I assume.
No, they can't find his way out.
Fighting his way out there.
You're trying to tear the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
Davis, my buddy. You get a fix on distress beacon we've been picking up? That's what pulled us out of hyperspace. Or FTL, whatever we're calling it.
She looks wryly over at Rye and at what's his name? Cam. She gets up out of her seat, walks across the bridge, starts poking at this thing. Yeah, we're nowhere near Sutter's World.
Yeah. Fan-friggin-tastic. Well, looks like we picked up a distress beacon. As you know, we are duty bound to explore, to render aid. What are we near?
Nothing.
Well, if we're close to nothing, let's go towards the emergency. Help them out.
Can I make a comms roll or some such to see if I can identify a source of this?
You would need to make a comms roll to try to triangulate
Yep.
where it's coming from.
That's Comtech.
Uh-huh. Plus, what is it? Intelligence or wits or something?
Wits.
Wits, yeah.
Oh, that's not my bag. Nope. I got nothing. Davis, you think you can triangulate, get a fix on this thing?
Yeah, let me see.
Wits.
Davis is a her.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
The
Oh,
hers.
she doesn't have contact for crap. Somebody else is the contact.
Who's got
I'll
Yeah.
take a look at it.
It's
You got
me.
these, like,
No, it
all
is.
these
Like-
characters are slacking right now.
Yep.
What's your
Totally.
what's your comp stat?
Oh, I'd be rolling 7 dice.
Oh, yeah, it's you.
Yeah, I know it is.
Never mind, not Davis.
Rye entirely knows it is.
Rye, have you
Just watching you all be idiots.
I am letting you know. They are slacking.
Have you sufficiently rested yourself? Would you like to see if you can get a fix on this beacon?
I'd like to take a shower first, but alright.
Look, the sooner we get this dog and pony show finished with, the sooner we can all get home and take showers.
You're right, because these fuckers ain't gonna pay us when we pick them up, are they?
No, they will not.
One success.
One success.
One success.
The source of that signal is a ship that is like maybe 20 miles in front of you, headed at you at incredible speed, and it's gonna crush the ship.
It's coming straight for us. It's in front of us. We're not moving, it is. We need to
Evasive
take
action.
evasive action.
Yep.
She's been needed. Somebody take her, just look at the front page.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the rest.
So, she's going to make a piloting roll, which is under 3 agility, so we're going to go with... Wow.
So you're gonna make a piloting check,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be -2 dice
Okay.
to accommodate for
Shit's hitting the fan.
shit's hitting the fan. Brace for collision. Brace for collision.
Oh, well, 3. 3 sixes.
3 6s gets you deftly out of the way, and maybe even turned and arrayed in such a way that you're kind of keeping a slow pace with this thing. You still can't see it. It's all, everything's like, you're mostly looking at it with like radio signals. Like,
Right,
you're
watch
not
out.
really looking at it at all.
Shit, good work, Davis.
Well,
Nobody has manned the sensors yet.
A person who's good at that should probably do it.
Is that going to be observation or more contact?
It depends on what you're trying to do.
I would be
It may not
trying,
involve any rolls at all.
since we're at range with them, I'm at this point trying to hail them.
So
Get
yeah,
some-
that's
some
easy.
level of
No
contact.
roll needed.
Sure.
There's no response.
There's no
to any
response.
hailing.
Yeah.
Mother, does the ship match anything on record?
Can we get a visual?
One moment, computing. So to get a visual, pretty much what you need to do is turn the lights on outside because it's pitch black. you see this.
No, you just looked at the page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes 2 pages.
Enormous. Holy shit.
All right. Here's the page flipping I mentioned. Blah, blah, blah.
PDFs, simultaneously great and terrible.
And terrible all at once. So, yeah, not only is like the computer computing, but you could also see on the side of it the designation that says USCSS Cronus, Wayland SEV M3 Hyades class spacecraft.
Heck, what are Hyades class starships used for?
So you can kind of look up. You're gonna have to look in so this is what the computer is more used for is data.
Yeah.
Digging around in the computer, it's revealed that this is a scientific ship that was launched over 75 years ago.
Maybe the crew's still in stasis and they can't respond.
They're certainly not responding.
Can we match their speed and board?
You already have.
Oh,
Yeah.
You've already matched speed.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
The history banks say that this ship had a mission. Pardon me. Mother informs you that your mission with, this ship is to recover scientific and data and samples from the USCSS Cronus, escort the salvage Cronus to Anchorhead or another Weyland-Yutani facility, and save the crew members that are on the Cronus.
Do we even have the cryopods for the number of people who could be on that side of the thing?
If the cryopods on that ship are still functioning, then that's not a problem. And if they're no longer functioning, it's still not a problem because they'll all be dead.
Fair enough.
Unless they had children on that ship, I don't suppose any of them are past 100 years old. So this just became a salvage mission.
Well,
Can we identify a place where we can board the ship nearest to the bridge?
There is one location that you can board the ship from, the main airlock, which is on the top of the ship. And Mother has been compiling some data for you.
sweet. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, that's a lot. Here, you can have some of the ship. Here, you have some ship.
So you would be entering onto the ship from deck A.
Yeah.
All right, Davis, line us up.
She starts slowly adjusting the ship, executing her rotation to get you guys lined up. Your complement of requisite equipment for away missions has not changed. 5 IRC MK50 compression suits. 1 M314 motion tracker. 1 requisite cutting torch. 1 Wastrami bolt gun. 1 M4A3 service pistol. 1 Space Sub ASSO 400 harpoon grappling gun. 1 M240 incinerator unit. 1
Wife.
P500 power loader.
She will call me in her grandma.
Yes.
It's from Joyce.
Okay.
She is my friend.
Okay. Good night.
You guys also have a small shuttle in your cargo bay. Okay?
All right. How much of that did you get?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You need that on a piece of paper.
Yeah, this is one of the things I would have done.
No worries.
So, 5 suits,
Yep.
1 motion tracker, 1 cutting torch, 1 bolt gun, 1 service pistol, 1 harpoon grappling gun, 1 incinerator unit, 1 power loader.
One what?
Power loader.
Big ol' like.
Oh, I know the thing. It's big and yellow.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, what we've got.
Okay.
Davis. Jam is the other one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all 5 of us, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all of you.
You two sit tight.
Yes, Captain.
You say we go have a look-see?
Well, it's better than staying here.
You've lined up the umbilical and connected it to the other airlock. You'll have to enter into your airlock, vacate it to vacuum, transfer across, enter the other airlock, fill it with air in order to enter into the other ship.
All right.
Reaching the other side, you head inside the airlock and find that the power's largely down. There's only emergency lighting, and somebody will have to execute a heavy machinery roll in order to open or re-engage the airlock by hand.
Well, I'm good on that.
What?
Wait, what stat would that be? Encumbered?
Heavy machinery, which
Strength.
is a strength
It's under
roll.
strength, yeah. I'm gonna pull it open.
Oh,
Like a company man, you ain't got none of that shit.
well, I
Is
have a
there
ton
any
of
mechanic for
encumbrance.
assisting in rolls?
There is. Let's find it.
My heavy machinery is 0, but my strength is 4.
That might be enough.
certainly enough to assist the person that actually knows about these things. I would think.
I don't know if you have the right roughneck with you. Helping others. If you help another player character or NPC perform an action, it costs you 1 action of the same kind, slow or fast. You have to state that you are helping someone before any dice are rolled. Helping others breaks the initiative order. You can go to page 37.
No.
Which is earlier in the book, I might add.
No.
When they do that in the PDF, they should make it a link.
Yeah, they should.
PDF engineers in here.
When NPCs or NPCs can help you succeed at a skill roll, they must be declared right away before you roll the dice. It must make sense to the story. It does. For each person helping you, you get a +1 modifier. No more than 3 people can help.
All right.
There's a lot of rules like this in this game that are so simple that they're easy to forget. You're like, oh, that's easy, and you forget it.
Yeah.
It's just like, what?
I help.
Yeah.
All right. Nope. I did not make it. Yeah, how large is this area?
+1 modifier means what? +1
+1 die.
Yeah. How large is, like, we're at the airlock, but, like,
You're in the airlock.
what is, I don't know, the scale of size I'm thinking about right now.
This room.
All right, so, like, I fucking go back and get the power loader and rip this thing open?
If you do that, you will not be able to, you will decompress the entire ship.
Yeah, fair enough. That would be problematic.
That would be bad.
All right, then. Well,
It's like crossing the stream's bad.
we're going to go ahead and do that stress
You
thing.
want to push it? All right.
Yeah, we're going to have to push it.
Okay.
Put your back into it. I help.
You do. All right. Nothing on the stress die. I got 1, 6.
Okay.
2 1s. They don't count against you, though, right?
Only if they're on the stress die. That's
Yeah.
all that matters, is
Yeah.
if it's on the stress die. So, you finally manage to get everything, set up, and you've got this big lever, this crazy big lever that, like, it has hydraulics to it, connected to it, yes, but even, like, it's just, This was deliberately made to not be easy so that
Yeah.
somebody can't just space themselves.
Yeah.
Or somebody else for that matter. And as you do that, the outer doors come boom, 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 shutting, and then there's this big gust of wind that comes through. It's been a couple minutes, so. Uh-oh, did you lose an important stuff?
Just dropped off. No, it's just a piece of paper.
I'm going to need everybody to roll for their air.
What does it start at?
Well, so that's the question on the
5.
5.
All the suits,
On the
each
suit.
suit has a 5. Also, I need to know right now what equipment you are bringing with you. If you look at your main sheet,
So,
you can carry a number of items equal to your strength.
yeah. And there was a
I
encumbrance
think I'm
8.
carrying that service pistol because I'm reasonably good at shooting things.
All right, service pistol. Also, you're in charge, so you can dole out the equipment how you see fit,
Fair enough.
because you're in charge.
Okay. There was a cutting torch.
Yes?
That seems like a rye thing.
Mm-hmm.
What else was there?
Grappling gun, a flame unit.
Flame unit,
Yeah, an incinerator unit.
incinerator.
Is that a projecting or is it a destroying things in a bucket?
Huh?
You throw things in a bucket and it
No,
burns it,
it's
or
not.
you-
It's not like a crucible.
Yeah,
It's a flamethrower.
it's a flamethrower. All right.
All right. which would fall under.
What it would fall under would depend on what you were doing with it.
Okay.
If you were using it to try and like repair or fix the ship, then it would be using heavy machinery.
Mm-hmm.
If you were trying to fight with it, then you would be using ranged combat.
Okay. That too seems like a right thing, if I'm being honest.
If
That's
possible.
pretty strong.
It's the roughneck.
She can carry a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there was also the motion tracker and all that.
Mhm.
Do you have the list? Give
Yeah.
me the list.
Motion tracker.
My text is terrible, so.
If possible, I'd like the power loader so I can get some of the equipment off the ship.
You can't get the power loader over here.
Yeah, that's what I was asking earlier.
Isn't there a shuttle?
You would have to get on the shuttle, power the shuttle up, fly the shuttle over,
Yep.
dock the shuttle.
Which is probably not possible yet.
Not yet. Yes.
Yeah. Then a bolt gun.
Bolt gun.
Yeah. Doing and undoing bolts.
Shoots a bolt. Makes a bolt be there when it wasn't there before.
Yeah.
Doesn't screw or unscrew anything.
Gotcha.
It goes, boom.
It's a rivet gun.
Yeah.
What else?
There's a grappling harpoon gun.
Here, why don't you carry that?
The bolt gun?
Okay,
Harpoon
harpoon
gun.
gun.
Harpoon gun. Okay.
If I'm using the motion tracker to like look around, what is that using?
It has energy.
It has energy, yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you how much
Does
energy it has.
Does it just work?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it.
Sure.
Because I don't want to have to go find that.
I get you. Pages.
It might take a roll. It might not.
I know.
Other than the power roll.
So both the motion tracker and the cutting torch have a power supply of 5.
Okay.
The bolt gun has 4 shots. The incinerator unit has 2 reloads. The service pistol has 1 reload. Write her down, I'd imagine.
Okay.
That's one. The bolt gun had 4.
4.
Does that use the depletion mechanic as well? The service pistol?
Incinerator has 2.
Like it has 1 die, and when it fails, you get your 1 reload.
It's an X factor. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they intend. The way I would rule it is you can use it 4 times.
My understanding, at least listening to the thing, was kind of like it's abstracted.
That's not clear with this
Fair enough,
item,
fair enough.
this particular item.
Fair enough.
But we'll get to that
Yeah.
later on. I've got that one memorized. We're good. Just that particular item, it says 4 shots, and I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Or that's the bolt gun.
That's the bolt gun, yeah. The reloads, I absolutely know what that means. It's an abstracted thing, but it's cool.
Gotcha.
And I will tell you before a fight starts.
You get a depletion die. I shoot it, roll the die.
Yeah.
If you roll a 1, you're out of bullets,
So,
I imagine.
everybody got their stuff?
Maybe.
How many reloads does the harpoon gun have?
None.
Doesn't.
No. Okay. So
It's a harpoon gun.
yeah, so I can just pick it up after. Okay.
Yeah, you just.
Got it.
So I've got.
I didn't know if how they wanted to do it. Got it.
It's essentially a space fishing pole.
Yep. Cutting torch, bolt gun, incinerator unit.
Remember, you can carry 4 things, including your suit.
And then plus your
And you can
strength.
carry however many things, including your suit. Huh?
Plus strength, right? So 4
It's-
plus strength. Because
No, it's your strength, period.
encumbrance says 8 on mine. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it means that the 8 is probably the highest that you can get. I think it's equal to your strength.
Doesn't matter. Carry 4 things. Plus your suit.
All right. Well, I've got everything I've got. Oh, 4 things plus your suit. So, motion tracker. Do you want that?
I'll carry that.
Yep. And you've got the harpoon gun. You've got the pistol. I think that covers it. As usual, I'm carrying the most shit.
Well, you're on the roughneck.
That's why we hired you.
So heading into the airlock, there's a ladder heading down. There's minimal gravity, and all of your suits are blaring an alarm that the carbon dioxide in the ship is really high.
None of oxygen.
It would not be. There would not be an alarm if that were the case. It would just be like you're in space.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say air, I said oxygen.
So maybe we should have a look at the oxygen scrubbers first.
Isn't there one nearby? No, I feel like it's in a
It's on this deck.
air scrubber shaft, but it's like I don't think it's actually on this deck. Yeah, it runs through the ship. Is there even access listed on here? Not really. It just runs through the middle of the ship, but it doesn't have any actual like direct access anywhere.
Does this ship's computer have the same voice interface? Or is it too old before it's...
The power's off.
Oh, the power's off.
I mean, we're on emergency power right now, so I suspect that it will not be functional until we fix that.
So the air scrubber shaft doesn't have direct access. It will take some heavy machinery to open it up and get inside it.
Skill or actual heavy machinery?
Both.
Right.
I mean, it's meant to be accessible, but it's meant to be accessible by machinery and maintenance staff, not by typical regular old crewmen.
Yeah. I just don't know where I would run a loader in to get to it.
You don't need a loader. You need to go up there
Yeah.
with tools
Gotcha. Well,
and,
it seems more likely to me the power is the issue. They may start working once the power is restored. We should be going through the cryo rooms anyways. We can check and see if there's any sign of anyone in there. It's right here.
Yeah, pass the map around so people can see where they are.
The only
Once you take
thing
a
I'm
look
not
at
sure of is where we are on the map. But I know we're on this.
You are
map.
should be
at
on A.
junction A.
A1? Alright.
No, not A1. You're right below that stairwell.
Gotcha, the stairwell. And that
Or
stairwell.
no, you're at junction A1. I'm sorry. You're at junction A1.
Okay.
All right.
There's a set of stairs there. There's an airlock there, and there's a little panel. You see it?
I see it, yeah.
Yeah, it's up north.
Okay, yeah, that's where you're at.
So there is emergency power on the ship,
Only the barest minimum.
which means that their mother is not functioning. most
Correct.
likely. Well, let's go have a look at cryo first.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Which way are you going to go?
Gonna come out this, we're gonna call it south entrance of the junction room, and head east, and then south, and then west, over to cryo 1.
All right. What is that? I'm going to need to learn naval stuff just so I can orient the ships better.
Starboard is right.
Starboard's on the right?
Yeah.
You went down the entire right side going
Yeah.
down to the chamber.
Yep. 4.5.
Is everybody going together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Let's see if there's anyone to pay us on this shit.
Can I see the map?
Oh, we'll close the airlock.
The airlock has to close to repressurize.
Yeah.
You can't get through otherwise.
Actually, I won't. I'll go to the bridge.
You're gonna try and go to the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see here. The bridge is on deck B.
Well, I guess. I guess that's what the main computer.
That's a computer core.
Okay, I'll go to the
Yeah.
computer core. Sorry.
All right, so you guys all start heading down the hallway, and then Wilson starts heading the opposite direction.
Wilson, where are you going?
Well, I'm gonna find out what happened to the ship. I'm gonna see if I can find anything at the computer core.
Not with the power off, you're not.
I think I can get the doors open manually.
Well, yeah, but you can't get the computer on.
It's not going to talk to you.
I understand, but there has to be something powered on, even with just the emergency power.
Not the computer. That would take a lot of power. I'm telling you, I know this shit.
Fine. You guys take the lead.
So as you guys are walking down this hallway, it's a relatively long hallway, and there's a you see what looks like a form slumped over, sitting up ahead.
Let's try that motion detector.
You run the motion detector.
Yeah.
All right, now we find out how to use that.
I'm definitely going to be making a power roll.
You will be making a power roll. That is for damn sure.
No ones.
Technically, you do this roll first. So.
Okay.
All right. Motion tracker. The motion scanning device, the M314, uses ultrasonic waves to detect movement within its sensor range, which is extreme range, which is many rooms, many zones, Fate style. Which did you write down the number? Which one Which one you have? The M14 or the 314 or the 316?
No, I didn't.
I seem to recall hearing 314.
I didn't expect.
Well, that's because I just said it, but let's just go with that. It'll be fine. So, yeah, I don't see that it has a roll, so there's not going to be a roll. But let's see what it says. And you did the power check.
I did.
Okay, so you're good there. Flip, 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 flip. Wish I had a real book. Okay, you definitely you get there's definitely movement, and it's definitely not that's in front of you. It is not moving, and something is moving in this area for sure.
Where?
Well, look, right now it looks like it's right up ahead.
Can we get some light up there?
Somebody shines their light up.
So you want me to fire it up? No.
No, you don't need
Light. Yeah, lights on.
Your
the
suit has a
suits.
light,
Yeah.
so you just point at it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anything there. Movement's behind you.
Something in here. It was in front of us. Now it's behind us.
Now it's behind you.
And it's not in the hallway.
It could be multiple signatures. One in front, one in back.
Everyone gains 1 stress.
Mm-hmm.
You don't say.
Well, I'm moving forward. Keep my eyes back, though. Kind of looking all around. Move towards this
Back
body
to back.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk facing backwards, like right at your back.
Okay. Give me a movement roll. Both of you.
Mobility.
Mobility, yeah. Just to not fall over each other. You're going slow, so add an extra die. You guys aren't rushing down the hallway, I know
Got
it.
1.
I got a success and a failure
Uh-huh.
on my stress
You know,
die.
you got a success and you got a 1.
On my stress
It's
die.
not the same as a failure.
Oh, I got a 5 on my stress die. So no.
Okay, so you gotta, so Cameron, you gotta make a panic roll. Like you,
Alright.
like she steps on the back of your boot at some point. Yeah. Oh!
Yeah.
So you gotta make a panic roll. The way that works is you're gonna roll 1d6 and you're gonna add your current stress level. 4 total. With 4 total, you know, like it kind of freaks you out. You're like, ah, but then you're like, okay, no, she just stepped on my foot, and you're fine.
It's fine, kind of.
Fucking bitch, watch where you're stepping.
Watch your mouth.
Back up a little bit.
You can see up ahead that this form it's a suit sitting on the ground, and the whole top head and shoulder area is splattered and frozen up against the wall. It reaches all the way up to the pipes on the ceiling. And this person is holding a Model 37A2 shotgun towards itself. It's like laying on its chest. This shotgun is definitely too long for a person to point at their own head. Yet this person's arms easily reach to the trigger mechanism, which is near its, knees.
Is this person just very large, or is his arms like unnaturally long?
Well, most people, right, their arms go to about their waist.
Yeah.
His proportions are that his arms go down to his knees.
What the?
You take 1 stress, each of you.
Of course.
What do you do?
In this universe, are there sentient aliens that we...
Absolutely not.
Okay, so this is something
No.
that... Not normal, okay.
There is empty expanse
Okay.
and occasionally planets that people colonize and what's the word for it? Manufacture biospheres.
Oh, terraform.
Terraform, yeah.
Yeah.
Does, given his arm length, does the suit look like it was made for his arm length? That it
No,
just
it's
ripped?
torn.
Okay. This is certainly unusual.
It's got tearing at the elbows, at the arm, at the shoulders. What are you doing facing the opposite direction? They're not. They just stopped.
What is it? I turn and look.
You take the stress. You
Alright.
see, like this guy's person's. It's like this mural of gore on the wall. It's at least an inch to 2 inches thick.
It appears something happened to him when he took his own life. Look at his arms.
He couldn't have hit himself in the face with this.
Derelict.
This didn't happen after the fact. Fucking weird. I'm gonna take that gun.
Okay.
Is
This is
there
37A2 shotgun.
is there a name on the suit?
There was.
Is it legible? Oh no, like you said it
It's
was.
been
Yeah,
blown.
pulled off.
It's been blown to pieces.
Does that look
I
like
guess
more
ranks up
damage
there
than this
too, so-
shotgun would do?
No, it's just, a huge shotgun blast at point blank range.
Okay.
Can I rummage through the suit to see if I find any ID or anything on him?
You can.
Okay.
You rummage through the suit, and you find several shotgun shells, enough for a reload of the weapon.
Here. You might want these.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I don't think that doing a search for the rest of the crew is going to turn up any more favorable results than this. Like, we need to get the power on, get whatever information they're carrying, and get the hell out of here.
Agreed.
Are we supposed to gather the samples of what they have?
Right.
Yeah, that's the job.
What do you do?
So, get the power on. We need to go to...
The reactor?
Yeah.
It's on deck C, on the opposite side of the ship.
Should we just continue on to the cryo chambers and then head to the power?
Oh, we're going through the cryo chambers either way.
Yeah. Which one's closer? Well, you said that
They're all clustered right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
I
Just
suppose we
past
may as
this.
well have a look.
There's like a hallway going this way, and this guy's sitting out there.
Okay.
Like cryo chambers are down that way.
Yeah, you got to pass him to go to the cryo chambers.
All right. We go that
Okay.
way.
I'm going to need an air roll again.
No, for the depletion rolls, do you use the stress die as well?
Huh?
Can't imagine.
Do you roll the stress die? on
No,
your
it's
rolls?
just regular dice.
And I'm rolling one die.
Or quote unquote stress dice.
Rolling
Right,
one die
because
or the rating.
You're rolling the rating, and each one
Alright.
depletes it by one.
Where do we get the rating from?
For your
You
suits,
started with a 5.
Oh, we
All
started
the
with
suits
5,
start
okay.
with a 5.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm good. And only ones count.
Yeah, just count the ones. That's all you care about.
0 ones.
And no change.
So you're no change.
So as we're walking past this guy, you said his arms are like disproportionately long
They seem.
and torn out of the suit.
They tore out of the suit.
Does it look like is that naturally occurring, or is that some kind of forced deformation, trauma, whatever?
Do
Like-
you want to take a look at it with like medicine?
Sure.
Okay. You got any medicining?
Yes. Well, I have medical aid,
Yeah, that's it.
so that's going to give me 6
And normally
dice.
that's under empathy. Do you want that to be under empathy?
That should be under empathy. Yes.
You want him to roll empathy?
Yes.
All right.
The only time you're not rolling 2 numbers is if you don't have the skill. You can always roll the attribute. Don't forget your stress dice.
I got a 1 of the stress die.
All right.
And so a success, but a 1 on the stress die.
So roll a d6.
Okay, so you got to roll a d6. Page 70.
3.
Page 70. 3. With a 3.
Wait. Plus your stress.
Oh, it's a 3
What's your
plus
current
your
stress?
current stress level.
So 7.
Oh no, you're not.
No, plus
rolling
stress
again.
level 5.
Yeah, 5. Okay. So you take a look at the arms, like pushing back the suit, and you can see that the bones have warped and extended. They're firm. So it's not like somebody pulled this guy's arms out of his sockets.
They're just elongated.
They're elongated. And you don't see any surgical marks either. One thing you do see is stretch marks in the skin.
What the hell?
And you rolled what was your total?
5.
5. With a 5, you keep it together. But you get that sinking feeling or that tightness in your chest or in your throat.
Yeah, I just like stand up really quickly and back away. Let's keep moving.
Understood.
Heading down the causeway it's just like the lights here are just like real low yellow, real low red, low frequency, low power stuff. The main lights come from your suits, whether it be the lights around your face or the ones on your shoulders. And you head up to that junction there where the cryo chamber is, and there's 3 doors, one for each of the 3 cryo chambers. And you can see on the edges of all of the doors, there's these scraping marks. Lots of them.
Scraping on the outside as if someone's trying to get in the cryo chambers, or scratching.
Well, the doors don't open,
No, we're off to prime open.
so this is all on the outside of the doors.
Let's see if we can't force this thing open.
Pull out my cutting torch.
You want to use the cutting torch, or do you just want to use the manual?
Which one do we want to go through? Which one do you want to look at?
Yeah,
Number 1, cutting torch, and number 1.
cutting torch. All
Let's
right.
try to force it first, and if we can't, then the cutting torch. May as well conserve fuel.
All right.
Hey, the less this thing costs, the more money you get to put in your pocket.
More money you get to put in your pocket. That is 3 successes.
You absolutely get a hold in there. You just cut the wiring for the, the locking system. Get a little hand lever open, get in there and start just pulling this thing open. And inside you can see several cryo chambers. Most of them are covered in frost. The air in here is cold.
Are they powered in low power mode?
They're on.
Almost seems implied
They're
that they are.
operative.
I walk over and wipe some of the frost off the glass.
All right.
See who's inside.
Yep.
The first one, you wipe the frost off with your glove, and all you see is this dried up, desiccated husk.
Okay. On the clothing, any sort of
No,
patches with name tags?
No, they don't wear clothes in there. They just
Just-
wear real basic.
Okay.
Skivvies.
Yeah. Well, you guys are used to wearing skivvies, but they actually have like these full things that cover up all of everything but their face,
It's like a wetsuit.
almost like a wetsuit. You're gonna take one stress.
Anybody you know?
No, a little too old for my taste, but
You want to go working on door number 2? while they're faffing around in there. Or B. B?
Okay,
Two?
while you make that roll, what are you doing, Captain?
Look at the other cryopods.
All right, you wipe some of the frost from out in one of them, and it's a man.
A man.
It's a man.
We can't wake him up until the oxygen scrubbers are working properly.
Not quite true. CO2 is high,
But not lethal.
but not lethal. The air is not unbreathable. CO2 is high.
I think we should wait till we get the power on before waking him up.
Or find him a compression suit.
Yeah.
Agreed. How many cryopods are in this room?
5.
Let's check them all out.
You find 3 what appear to be living people.
All right. This just became a rescue mission. Any luck over there on that door?
One success.
Yeah, you got it open just like the other one.
Now this is the one that's supposed to go through as far as I can tell.
Yeah, there's a door on the other side. Okay. You went into that one.
Yeah. Cryopods in here.
Cryopods in here, some of them are smashed, and one of them appears to have a living person in it.
Several of these have been crushed. Just the glass on the front smashed in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to the one that's not smashed at this point. Oh, like wipe off frost. There's a person in there.
Yeah, there's a
definitely,
woman
for
in
sure.
there.
I think I've got one. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's check that last cryo chamber.
Goodbye.
There's your panic. Spilling your dice on the floor, panic.
You panic and throw
Not a
your
single
dice.
one, but I did get a panic roll, so that's fun. And I don't succeed. And I am at, so that's a 6 on my panic roll.
So you start opening this thing,
Just trying to yank it.
and you didn't cut the wire properly enough to override like the emergency systems, and the thing starts shutting and grabs your fingers in the middle of it, and you're like freaking out, and then you just pull your fingers out, and you're fine.
Fucking. No hole in my suit.
No
anything?
hole in your suit, nothing like that.
Fucking shit. Give me a hand with this.
All right. Don't get your panties in a bind. Assisting.
Wow. Well, I got all of my panic dice are 6s,
Nice.
and none of my actual dice are anything.
That's okay.
You're fueled by adrenaline and fear.
You got it open, no problem. In here you find 4 empty pods and 1 pod that has a bearded man in it. So you have 5 people total.
All right. Let's make our way back to the reactor, see if we can get power back on.
I'd like to check on one last thing. The cryopods in the smashed cryopods. Is the shattered glass on the inside of the pod, or is the shattered glass on the outside?
It's
of the
everywhere.
floor? So does it seem like the shattering came, like the glass shattered outwards rather than somebody smashing the containers in?
You can't really tell.
Can't really tell. Okay.
There's no blood.
Okay.
It's like somebody broke them.
Okay.
There's no one inside of him.
One of them is nobody's inside of them.
Almost like sabotage.
Yeah, there was one person in the room and 4 smashed cryo chambers, and in the first one there were 3 living and 1 dead.
3 living and 2 dead.
And 2 dead.
Failed pods.
Too early to tell at this point. Didn't see anything that looked like.
Was the door open or closed?
The doors were closed on the pod. Could have been a malfunction. Don't know at this point. Once we get the power on, we'll know more.
Maybe just the power ran out. I suppose it's been 70-something years, you said?
75 years.
Could be, but if that was the case,
Yeah,
they'd
these
all
things
be
do
out.
run on fusion reactors, though.
Keep an eye on that motion detector as we make our way back to the core.
You gonna roll it?
Well, not until you use it.
Yeah, you turn it back and you run it again.
Yeah.
You gonna run it right now, standing in the cryo bay?
No.
Okay. So where are you headed?
Well,
Where did we decide?
C,
This is the reactor.
C is where the reactor control is.
Yeah.
And we are currently on A, which I think you've got down here too. I think I've only got D over here.
I've got
You've got A, B, C.
A, B, and C.
So we're on A in the
Yeah.
3 cryo chambers.
So we need to head back to the stairwell, which is past the guy that blew his brains out.
Does that let you go down to
Yeah.
B1 or B2
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and
it
down to
says-
C1?
It says stairwell. For all the junction stairs, is that what I'm seeing here?
Let me get to it.
Yeah, it's a little slightly confusing.
So the junctions are just junctions. If they have a stair icon, they have stairs. Or a ladder icon, I should say.
Okay.
And then the stairwell is stairs, as it is listed.
All right. So like junction A2 is going to go to C2. Is that right?
A2.
Or no, I'm sorry. A2 is going to go to B.
We'll go to B2. And then down to C2. And that's it.
All right. So that means that we're just going to go from the cryo chamber south through the examination room, then to junction A2. And we're going to go down to B2 and then down to C2. So that examination room, those doors open? The one that's through cryo 3?
Just a sec.
No, tell me now.
Shut the
Orientation.
fuck up. That's what you tell them pushy players.
I paid good money for this game.
Yeah, you paid a brisket though.
I spoke to you guys brisket.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
did.
In celebration of my triumphant return from vacation.
Well, and when did these get printed?
Yeah, a long time.
Did you print them here?
No.
All right.
Okay. So you're gonna head through the examination room.
Mighty tasty brisket too.
Okay. So are you gonna head across to the examination room? Who's gonna head across the examination room?
I am because I'm headed.
On the other side of cryo 3.
I have to go fix this damn.
Cryo 3 is the one that had all the smashed
Yes.
pods. You're gonna go through? Right? Right heading through.
Yep.
The door on the other side is not locked or barred.
Taking care to avoid busted glass that might make a hole in a compression suit. Yeah, and then through that junction and down the ladder.
It's probably time to roll air again.
Sure.
And are we looking for 1s or 6s?
Ones.
One,
So
two,
your
count against-
total is reduced by 2.
Yeah. However many aren't ones, that's your supply rating now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had a supply rating of 5 and you rolled how many ones?
2.
So
Yeah,
now you
it's
have a 3.
Okay.
Your air supply rating is now a 3.
Oh, air supply. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Like the band.
No.
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 None of that.
Good Lord, I haven't even thought of that band in probably 15, 20 years.
I thought of it this week when I was listening to Adam make the same reference.
That's awesome. Great minds, my life.
So the examination room. This is like a medical style examination room, though it's not a full med bay. But it's just trashed. There's crap everywhere.
So I know we're not going to be able to access any computer records or anything like that because it's all offline right now. I want to look for any like handwritten notes that might indicate anything that happened on this ship.
You don't see any handwritten notes or clipboard or anything in the exam room. You get the feeling this is not quite the place where they do any kind of actual medical work. This
Fair
is
enough.
a place they take somebody when they're having trouble coming out of cryo.
Okay.
This is also right next to the showers and the wardrobe. So this is also the room where you just come and be for a little bit after coming out of cryo.
Must be nice to have a room like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it must be nice to have a shower right when you get out of cryo.
On to the junction then. Is this door open?
This door does open. The junction is it's like a octagonal catwalk centering around a ladder that above a certain amount has like a cage around it.
It's got that cylindrical cage.
It's got that cylindrical cage around it.
That's awesome.
Big enough for your suits, no big deal.
I'm going to run that motion scanner before we go down.
Okay.
I'm just rolling the power.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 1. So it's depleted by 1.
You definitely sense that there is movement in near range, which is like a couple rooms.
Does it
I
give
think
you
I think
direction?
that's right. I think it's close, near, far, extreme. So near range. No. So that means far,
Okay.
right? Because close is right up next to you. Near is in the same room-ish or the same zone. Far is in nearby zones, and the extreme is like several zones away. So it's far range from where you're at.
But it doesn't give you direction or anything. Or does
You got a little bit of a direction. It is. You're coming in from the exam room. It is off to your right.
What is off to the right?
Still the only one.
What's it?
Showers.
Yeah, so like the showers and wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to take a look at whatever our friend is?
We're gonna have to at some point.
I'm picking up motion. Unless it can crawl through the ductwork and the structure of the ship. It's kind of cornered here. Whatever it is.
And once we turn on the power, the doors will be powered, so they'll open up automatically, and whatever's behind us could come this direction. But as long as we open up this door manually, we can at least find out what's living on this ship before we turn on the power and meet its friends.
I pull out that service pistol.
Okay.
Got to open this door. The one to the right, to the starboard.
Shotgun.
Harpoon gun.
You open up the door,
Yes.
and heading inside, your lights illuminate the shower area. There's a long hall with several stalls on the right side.
Carefully, motion detector in one hand, pistol in the other. Checking the place out. Go from one stall to the next.
Your motion, you're going to use it again? Ping it again?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Is there any debris lying around? Within arm's reach.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I'd like to just pick up this piece of debris and just chuck it down the room.
Check it just at the end of the hall at the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what happens.
You throw it over there. I'll say that happens before you use
Yeah.
the tracker, just in case you don't want to use it. You throw it over there, and it makes a loud ass clanging sound. It hits one of the stalls that opens up, and something that was on top of the door goes some piece of lighting or something. It, not anything that's on, but just some
Yeah.
thing. And it slowly swings to a stop.
Ping.
You ping and you get movement at far range
What direction?
to your left.
So whatever it was is not in here now.
Those little stalls are on the right in front of us.
Either that or it stopped moving.
Alright, let's check out the rest of the stalls.
I'm turned around at this point, looking out. Like,
So you're guarding the 6.
yeah.
All right.
Probably facing forward, just
Pointing
behind
down,
him, but still.
behind her.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Shooting shotguns.
Hold your picture up for him.
Okay.
And then, so you're just gonna start down at the bottom and come up.
Yeah.
All right, let me check something. So the first stall thing that you open up is not the one that had the falling thing, and that stall holds EVA suit. 2 of them.
Could be handy.
We can probably take these back for the first people we wake up, just in case the air scrubbers are still off or something happens to us.
Next one.
The next one appears to be empty shower stall, and then there's a LED panel is the thing that fell down. Something broke it at some point, and it had fallen against the half open stall, and then when he threw something at it, it did this thing.
And the third one.
The third one you open up, and it has just a crazy amount of mold on the drain.
Like just mold on the floor, or like a pile of mold?
You're not in there.
Oh, sorry.
Like the shower was left on until it just ran out of water
Yeah.
over the ceiling.
The LED panel's intact.
And that
But
last
yeah,
one.
at the drain, the mold is like 6 inches thick,
Yeah.
and it has these like big spherical nodules in it.
Yeah.
You can see like a haze in your light where the door kind of brushed into it, and there's like a black haze coming off the mold where the door disturbed it, you know, like dust.
Yeah. Like pollen
Uh-huh.
or spores,
Yeah.
I should say.
Mm-hmm.
I closed that door
Okay.
and go to the end of the hallway there.
Okay.
It's in there.
That appears to be the only potentially functioning shower here. It doesn't have a broken light panel or weird mold going on.
But no obvious source of movement.
Nope.
Okay. Nothing. This damn thing's malfunctioning, or we got something crawling around in the walls. I don't know what it would be though. After 75 years.
And with high CO2 levels.
Like I said, those CO2 levels are livable. It's like being at a high altitude.
Yeah.
That is not deadly. It is just not ideal.
Maybe somebody had cats on this ship. I don't know.
Well, let's get into the stairway. Go down.
Yes.
Okay. Heading down to the stairway, you guys head down 2 levels, is that right?
To C2, yes.
To C2.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to call for another air roll between all of that tense looking for weird moving things and climbing.
I just rolled 6 dice. What am I doing? I'm rolling 5.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I don't know what you're doing either.
Oh, I depleted 1.
Okay.
No.
Breathing all my air, man.
Are you losing all your air?
You're breathing all my air. Stop breathing my air.
Your air, it's my air.
Stop breathing my air.
And you guys, I take it, are going to head down the hallway to the reactor relay and control.
Yes. Yeah, since it's literally right around the corner.
So you head down in there, open up the door, and the only light in this room comes from an open access port on the reactor relay. It grows a dull pale blue, casting long, deep shadows. All of the furniture and loose equipment in here has been torn up and it's been piled in the corner. In the middle of it sits a spacesuit, an EVA suit, with its arms wrapped around its midsection like this. And there's this yellow pollen-like dried powder all over everything.
Doesn't appear, at least at this range, that there's anything wrong with the spacesuit. No.
I'm gonna go have a closer look.
Okay. You go and have a little bit of a closer look, and you can see that the helmet has this distorted, bulbous-like protrusion texture on it, and that it's fleshy. The helmet turns towards you, and the markings on it are the face of a swollen and distended head where the helmet should be. It opens up gaping jaws with black ichor dripping out of its mouth and launches itself towards you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when it turns towards me, blam!
Alright, let me get the stuff.
Oh snap.
Space zombie.
Yeah, initiative is cards. 1 through the S.
Alright, you pick one.
I pick that one.
I pick that one.
And I'm left with that one. All right. I cannot, for the life of me, remember if it's supposed to go from 10 to 1 or 1 to 10. So I'm going to say it goes from 1 to 10 because I said so.
Go.
1.
I think it should go from 10 to 1.
You want it to go to 10 to 1? Okay. It can go to 10 to 1. Okay. 10.
10.
All right.
Come on, man. That was obvious.
I know it was obvious, but I
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Like the bloated, disgusting head turns towards me and blam.
Yes.
And I move to the back of the room away from it.
Okay, so your slow action is going to be to
Blam.
fire your weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to roll
Agility plus ranged combat
agility plus your ranged combat.
plus
Yes.
my stress.
Plus your stress. Here, let me find my person here. Hello, my friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No, that's a different game.
Okay. All right, I got 3 6s, but I got a 1 on my stress die.
Today,
One of my
reroll your
stress
6. So you're
Hold on,
roll-
hold on, hold on, hold on. I cannot hear a word you're saying because I've got my head in this book right now.
3
No worries.
successes.
Yeah.
Roll a stress die, or roll a die, and add whatever your stress is to your result. Because I'll need that in a minute.
Are you pushing it?
No.
No.
Okay.
I rolled a
What?
1 on the stress die.
Okay. So don't do that
Sorry.
yet.
All
Let's
right.
resolve the whole turn before we do the panic.
So 3 successes.
You got 3 successes. Okay. He's going to get a chance to defend himself. So he's going to get. What I want. I play World of Darkness. That makes this easy. Okay, so he defended 1. So you have succeeded with 2.
2 net.
You are going to do. You're going to hit him,
Okay.
and your weapon,
Which is the service pistol.
the service pistol. Ooh, roll another die.
5.
Okay, so you get a bonus die when you use that weapon. Hooray!
Right.
And then it has medium range, and it does a damage of 1. So you will instantly do 1 damage, and then you can choose what to do with the rest of your successes, and I will tell you what you can do as soon as the page pulls up. Almost there. You can inflict an additional point of damage. You can pin down your enemy. You can position yourself to exchange your initiative score with your enemy. You can make your target drop your weapon or handheld object. Or you could knock your opponent down.
So can I do one of those with each extra success?
In my opinion, yes.
Okay, so
Because
I'm gonna,
action.
so I'm going to pin down my opponent
Mm-hmm.
and do an extra damage.
Okay, so you're going to do 2 damage total.
Yes.
Alan needs his notepad.
And I rolled a 6 on the depletion die, so I don't need to reload.
Nope, that's not how that works.
How is it how it works?
The way it works is your ammunition is fine,
Okay.
and you do not need to reload.
But do you actually need to roll it?
Nope.
You never need to roll it?
There's no roll.
Okay.
The only time you run out of ammunition is when you roll a 1 on your panic die. Did you roll any 1s on your panic die?
On my stress dice?
On your stress dice?
I did.
Okay, so you bam, 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 trying to keep this thing down, and then you hear the
Click,
trigger
click,
run
click.
click.
Okay.
Now you do not have to roll a stress.
Okay.
You just ran out of ammunition instead.
All right.
And that was your turn. 10, 9. It is his turn. Let's find his stuff. Let's just see if we can do this. Sorry, this is a little slower than I would ideally have it, but
So
the page flipping is a thing.
quick question: how many pages is that book?
168.
I could print all that.
Unfortunately, most of it's black, so it really takes a toll on your printer cartridge.
A lot of toner.
Yeah, it takes a lot, and that's the reason I haven't printed out previously.
So is it white text on a black background, or just a lot of?
Yeah,
black?
it's white green text on a black background, so it's not even white text on a black background.
Oh, maybe
There will be pigment on every inch of the sheet.
You can.
invert it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to just print it and
Yeah.
sell it to me.
Yeah.
All right. So the thing, as it's being pinned down with all these shots, starts making this horrific sound that you can hear muffling but reverberating through your suits. You can feel it. It's making your suit vibrate, and it's just freaky as hell. And everyone has to make a panic roll, starting with you.
Okay, how many are rolling?
So every time you roll a panic roll, you're going to roll 1d6, and you're going to add your current stress level.
Okay. 7.
7. You gain a nervous twitch, and you start shaking and stuff. No, not even that. Just a twitch. You just start getting twitchy and weird.
Okay.
What are you doing,
Hell
Tablet?
no.
We started playing cards.
Okay, yeah, it's short range. Okay. So, the ranges are short, medium, long.
Yeah.
Everybody in short range has their stress go up by 1 right now.
Okay.
Everybody's stress goes up.
I'm assuming moving to the back of the room, I'm still in short range though, because I'm in the room.
Yes, everybody in the room is going to have this happen.
That's fine.
So you're going to roll stress.
5.
5. With a 5, you keep it together. He's freaking out though. He is freaking out. You're up.
Well then, 10.
10. Uh-huh. Give me any crap, Tablet. You freeze. You're frozen by fear and stress for 1 round, losing your next action. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range increases by 1.
Thanks.
What happens if we max out on stress?
You max out on stress.
Yeah, then you're just rolling a lot of dice.
Get it together, Rob!
Okay. And-
Get it together!
And doing a lot of bad things.
Okay, so that was his turn. He is done. What you can do if it makes it easier for yourself is you can be like, I did my slow action. I did both my actions or some shit like that. So I was 9, 8, 7, 6.
Standing there, pointing my gun at it. Just like,
Shaking.
yeah.
7, 8, or yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Ace.
Okay, you're up.
Okay. Despite my twitch, I take the harpoon gun and try shooting it through the head. Is it?
The harpoon gun will not hurt it.
Yeah, I don't think it's an actual.
Oh, it's not an actual
Weapon, yeah.
It's okay. It's more.
No,
of a
it's not like
utility.
an underwater fishing harpoon gun.
Okay,
it
it's
is
more of a
a
utility.
grappling
A
gun.
grappling.
It is
okay.
Batman's
Okay.
flying thingy.
What's it doing at the
But
moment?
but isn't it interesting that the company man thinks it might be able to hurt somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only thing I have.
It's the only thing he's got. What do you do? 5.
Oh, what's the thing
4.
doing? What am I?
It's pinned down from
Okay,
from
so it's on the ground.
yeah. It is halfway in the process of having the shit blown out of it with a pistol.
How close are we to the door?
Not too far.
How easy was it to open up the door?
Pretty easy.
Yeah, we got
It's still open.
Okay. You backed
5,
up.
4, 3.
I back
2.
out of the room and
Okay.
close the door.
back out of the room. Wilson backs out of the room and closes the door. So that was your slow action. You have a fast action. Would you like to take your fast action?
Well, wouldn't the fast action be closing the door?
I suppose that it could be. No, I think backing out and closing the door. I'll call it one thing because it's kind of movement. No, you're right. That's probably 2 fast actions is what that is. I think that's 2 fast actions. One back out.
Okay.
One
Closed door.
closed door.
Okay.
Okay, so you're done. Now everyone needs to roll their oxygen because you are panicking and huffing and puffing.
Okay.
Okay. Captain Miller.
Reloading is a fast action?
Huh?
Reloading is a fast action?
Yes,
I blow the shit out of this thing some more.
I think. I think it is.
You
I'm
can
going
see
to
it
look
for
it
a
up for
pistol.
funsies, but whatever I said stays for this round.
Okay.
I can see it like being different. for different
Like
weapons.
back flat against the wall, blowing the shit out of this thing.
Okay.
Because I made my panic roll, but I'm still kind of panicking.
Yeah. Who knew?
Yeah. Because stuff that isn't human isn't something that we know of prior to this occasion. I learned a thing today.
What am I doing?
I don't know. What do you do?
I was looking up something that he's talking. Oh, actions.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Stress Dice.
Oh, great.
I would have failed without you. No, I mean that. Thanks, Stress Dice. My other dice were all mediocre. But I got 3 again, by the way.
Okay. He got no defensive dice.
All right. Oh, and the service pistol gives me an extra die, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I got a 2 on that die. No matter. It does nothing for me.
Okay, so technically for the future, reload is a slow action,
Okay.
but I'll let it rip.
This time I'm panicked. I act in panic. I'm not really panicked.
You're not okay. I have to go through this whole procedure so that I can keep it straight. What's happening?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you rolled 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to do with your extra 2 successes?
More damage.
More damage.
More
You're doing
damage.
3 damage total.
3 of damage.
1, 2, 3. Did you roll any 1s on your panic dice?
I did not.
You did not. So you load another clip into this thing and like slow down a little bit. Bam! Take some serious shots at this thing. Hit it in the head, hit it in the chest, and it just like bursts this black Icarus blood all over the place. And it appears to stop moving.
Ew. Do we have like comms in our suits?
Yes.
Wilson, you piece of shit. Open the door and get your ass back in here.
Is it safe?
I said open the door and get your ass back in here. Commanding.
All right, here we have a social conflict between 2 characters. Okay? So, I need to look at that sheet here.
Pull rank.
Yeah. You're using an ability. What does your ability do?
You can use a command skill to order other non-officer PCs and NPCs around, as long as they belong to the same organization as you, which is Utani.
The ship.
Yeah. To force someone to follow your orders and perform a specific action, roll command against the target's manipulation.
There you go.
If successful, the target must follow your order, even if it means harm or danger to themselves.
Okay, manipulation 3.
Plus the attribute that goes with it.
Empathy.
Oh,
It's
empathy.
right next to it.
Yeah. So
But-
yeah, that works. They're like in quadrants, and so
Yeah, so is it this empathy one above it, or?
yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
those 3 are governed by empathy.
Oh, so all of the. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm adding all those up.
Yeah.
You're adding your
Manipulation.
empathy and your manipulation.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Roll them all.
Okay. Just like World of Darkness, man.
I'm
Okay.
rolling
The
8.
4 in the middle are your attributes, and then the 16 on the outside, or whatever many they are.
Yeah. The only difference is you're also adding your stress dice
Don't forget your stress dice.
on top of all that. Yes.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Roll all the dice.
Roll the
Go.
dice.
I told you.
Welcome.
And I tell you need some dice to play them.
Beat 5.
Those are dice.
It's fine. They gotta go.
Okay.
All right.
The green
Count your
one.
sixes.
Well,
One normal 6 and a 1/6 on the stress dice too.
So 2 6s. He got how many 6s? 5 6 6s. You are absolutely going to do what he says right now.
Cool.
However, did you roll any 1s on your stress dice?
Yes.
Okay, roll 1d6 and add your current stress level to it.
7.
that's
All right.
more ticking.
So yeah,
Something else is going on.
you get the nervous twitch again, just like you did last time,
Okay.
and you're going to gain a stress, and everybody in the room is going to gain a stress.
Luckily, you're not in the room. 'Cause
He is in the other
The
room.
door's still closed.
So I just gain the stress.
Well, yeah. What does it say here? Let me make sure.
Since he intimidated me with I just get the stress.
We didn't see him twitching.
Yeah, all friendly PCs within short range. I'm going to say he's
Yeah.
probably in short range.
Even though the door's closed.
Yeah, but I mean, he's right there. You're looking at him through the thing.
No, he's calming him. He closed the door.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That,
All right, okay,
that was my point.
fair
Yeah.
enough. All right, okay.
I was thinking solid door because I mean this is the reactor room.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It is the reactor room. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
no
good
windows
point.
and this shit.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's the reactor room.
I took the stress already, so. And
Okay.
I already have nervous
I do
twitch.
get a stress for using full rank, though.
Huh? You take stress for pulling.
Yeah, I take a stress whenever I use it.
Okay.
Interesting.
Which, as a fun side note for anyone listening, I would have just role played it out, but I don't like you. I like Mike, but it's written on the sheet that I don't like that.
Oh, believe me, my character doesn't like you either.
Yeah,
so
we don't like each other.
I didn't have to read any sheets to figure that out. That's great.
No
Yeah.
way. No way.
And I kind of missed my talent. I kind of did it by
Well, just pay attention to next time.
Yeah.
Pay attention next time. So let me find my thing. I'm at this thing over here. Okay, so you head back into the room. Period.
Yep.
Heading back into the reactor room. Once I find the reactor room.
Let's see.
Yeah. Well, the C's not labeled on every C page.
yeah, I get you.
So I have to go to the beginning
I
to
get
find
you.
out which one I'm in. Okay.
Have a 10 of diamonds.
I say we don't need these, right?
No. So, looking around at this room, you can see that cleaning up all of this yellow stuff, or whatever it is required. Repairs still need to be made. Yeah, in that regard. Okay. What do you guys do? You definitely know you need to clean up all this yellow crap.
All right.
It looks like a really heavy pollen on your car when you park under an oak tree for a couple days
In the midst of cedar fever.
in the midst of cedar fever nonsense.
Yeah.
Which, for those who are listening in foreign areas to Texas, means that you have, like about a couple millimeters thick yellow sticky powder that is on everything.
It's gross.
It's disgusting.
Yellowish green, or greenish yellow.
Greenish yellow, yeah.
Yeah.
Unrelated, in brief, I read an interesting thing about how, like, all these urban renewal projects back in, like, the 40s and 50s, they were recommending you plant only male trees because they didn't create an unsavory aroma. Yes, trees have gender. A lot of them do.
Yeah.
And that's the reason that pollen is so high in urban areas with the trees they plant, because they're all male.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, many of pheromones because no ladies present.
Mm-hmm.
Many of. And they jizz all over us and make us suffer for allergies.
Mm-hmm.
You're
It's the
literally.
truth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another thing is
Yeah, that way.
the radiation sensors are going off on your suits.
Of course they are.
in this room. Shit.
Yeah,
The blue hat. Oh,
the fusion room, the fission room.
the door was open on the reactor with the blue light coming out.
Wait, it was? Missed that.
A little portal.
Oh yeah,
Close
Not like
it's not open.
not like an actual thing, but like
Oh.
a little like look inside window.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
so
see
it's not a
the
thing that's
dilithium
like, oh,
crystals.
we can close that
Okay,
to fix
okay.
this.
No, you can't.
So the radiation warning is going off, meaning like we need a GTFO right now.
What the hell was that?
It definitely means that it's going to eventually cause damage to your suits, I believe. And if you take your suits off, it will definitely start doing damage to your bodies.
Well, then we should try to get this cleaned up and working as soon as possible.
Yeah, what's the machinery like? What am I looking at here as far as like what's messed up?
So yeah, when you're looking at
Yeah,
looking at
corner.
the systems and whatnot, you can see that you are going to need to EVA outside of the ship to reconnect the 4 engine pods to get everything restarted. It will take a shift of work,
The fuck?
like a full work shift.
Yeah, several hours.
Yeah.
And let's collect those 2 EVA suits up on deck A.
Shit.
Head back to our ship and get started on the repairs. What is that? Is there something playing?
More systems on alarm. More systems on alarm. Motor systems online. Motor systems online. Motor systems online. Mother systems online. Mother systems online. Mother systems online. Mother systems online. A little bit more light starts to pop up. Just a little light among just above the panel area.
I didn't do that.
Mother, what's the status of the ship and crew? No response. All right.
It's gonna take a shitload of work to get this thing going. I'm definitely leaving the room at this point because there's nothing to do in here. And I don't feel like dying of radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys head out into the hallway.
So let's retrieve those EVA suits.
Heading out into the hallway, you can see a lot of the LED bars are loading up.
What?
Interesting.
Or maybe not. Well, we're not gonna get the engines running at least, but the power's gonna come on.
Let's head to the main computer room. Let's grab those EVA suits on the way.
I would suggest not making a lot of noise on the way there at this point. I don't know if there's any more of those things here.
and with the power on the doors can open up by themselves.
All right. So we do it real quiet like.
Okay, so you guys are heading up
Back up the way we came.
exactly the way you came.
Mm-hmm. But quiet like.
All right. When you face a challenge together with other PCs, don't roll dice separately. Instead, choose who among you is best suited to take on the challenge. The others may help that person if it is relevant to the situation. If the roll fails, it counts as a failure for all of you.
Is that true for stealth?
Yes, absolutely.
I
That's
would
what
imagine that's going to be mobility.
Yes.
I've got 3 plus 1.
What do you have? Mobility, if any?
2.
Alright, I'm on it. 'Cause I've got 5.
I didn't know if we were adding numbers, but yeah, it's just 2.
Yeah, you add together mobility plus your agility.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on that side.
So I have 4.
Oh, I have 6 then.
Oh, then it's you.
It's you.
Okay.
You're more helping, so 2 more.
Don't forget your stress dice.
And all your stress
yeah,
dice.
that's that.
We're helping.
6.
Or do you want to take a break?
What does taking a break do give us?
You can reduce your stress by 1 for each 10 minutes that you spend doing absolutely nothing. However, you will also have to roll your air as well.
I think I'm good.
I don't want to sit in one place for that long on this ship.
6.
Quick timeout. Isn't it amazing how the scenario and the rules cause that reaction?
Yeah.
You didn't have to fake it.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not
No.
thinking it at all. That's like, even like reading my character background, little blurb here. I'm like, there's no way in hell.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna chill out on the creepy haunted
Did you
ship.
get one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 1 success and 3 successes on the stress dice.
So 3 or 4.
4, and I got 1.
Did you get it on the stress die?
No, I got
That's
it.
all that matters.
Okay.
The ones don't exist on the other dice.
Okay. Oh, okay.
In fact, if you have the official dice, there's no symbol on them. There's only a symbol on the stress dice where the 1 should be.
Okay. And then plus 1 sec, plus 2 of you guys. No, it's nothing. Okay, so 4 successes.
4 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Being
you're
stealthy.
you're quiet as hell. And you slow them down, and you get going. It takes you a little while long. No, it doesn't even take you that long. You're so good. 4 successes is amazing. It's amazing. However, you guys are noticing that the CO2 levels are dropping. They've not eliminated, but they have dropped. And you guys are headed where now?
The computer room.
All right, let me get you there.
Let me ask you this before we go to the computer room, though.
As you're on the way.
Like character knowledge. Is there a way that we can have the computer on this ship talk to the computer on our ship? In other words, I don't want to get there and have it be all, oh, you can't do shit because I don't know you. And like any access security codes that we would have.
Well, you've got your little badge thing, your ranking badge.
That's true. Okay.
You know, assuming they haven't
That
changed
might
that in
work.
75 years.
We'll try it.
And typically, if you want to connect a computer to another ship, that's usually a manual connection.
Okay.
Now, you might be able to beam some signals with a really hefty penalty on your comm tech array, but
For you?
and also this is a 75-year-old ship and
Yep.
a 75-year-old computer.
Yeah.
And you can already hear that it's less responsive than your computer, and your computer is much less responsive than any version of the Enterprise ever conceived of
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a TV show.
Yeah.
It basically, can do alarms.
Well, because even in this universe, our ship is like kind of a beat up old clunker.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah. Not
But
good
it's
at-
still more advanced than this thing.
Yeah.
We're driving like a 93 Ford Taurus,
Yeah.
and this thing is like a 1940 or
The Model T.
1938 Model A.
Yeah.
And there are people out there that are driving like Bugattis.
Should you go back exactly the way you came?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that body on the floor still?
Yeah.
With that nice bit of modern art against the
Yeah.
wall?
Yeah.
Heading down the hallway past the the T section up to the turn on the left, and you hit the secure computer room, and there's a like a card reader and a secure. Your card works.
Hey, look at that. In we go.
Well,
Maybe.
You wouldn't let us
they,
in.
no. Well, yeah. Would you let them in?
In this case, yes, because I'm paranoid as hell.
Okay.
There's something that tried to kill us that's not human, and things that aren't human aren't supposed to exist.
All right. Opening up the door, the little lights, the LED panels start popping on, buzzing with inconsistent current. And there is one swivel chair in a very short hallway. So there's enough room for one person to be in here comfortably, or for all of you to just cram in here.
I'll stay in the hallway with my shotgun.
I'm gonna go inside.
All right. I go have a sit in the chair.
All right.
Basically staying in the doorway though, so I don't want the door to close. I'm here to have
You gonna try to keep it open?
Yeah,
You just lean against it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to hear what happened.
You can't quite see what's on the screen, but
I'm looking the other way anyways.
yeah. So yeah, most of this room is filled with the computer core itself, which is just like server banks all around the inside of the room. It's slightly warmer in here as a result of that. Let me see.
Weigh it.
Yep. Okay. So you sit down at the command prompt, and it is a DOS-like prompt. What would you like to do?
What's normal procedure for accessing like a ship's log?
You just log in and punch it in and
Clackety clackety clack.
pull up the log.
Do it.
So this ship was on a secure and top secret mission to go outside of known space to an unknown system called Cronus 26. And in order to give myself a moment and put some reasonable limitations on this, I'm going to do, this is an improvised, not in the rules thing, and I'll say that you are going to roll your Comtech or your observation, whichever is higher.
Observation.
And then for each success that you get, I will answer one good question about the log or, the computer or whatever.
I got nothing. No ones on the stress dice, no sixes on any dice.
So,
I'm gonna push it.
okay, push it.
Take a stress, right?
Yes, sir.
Immediately take a stress and add it to the roll.
Reroll everything.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you had successes.
Oh no. Okay.
Well, we can.
I got 2 successes. But
Okay.
I also got 2 1s on the stress dice.
Any number doesn't matter.
Huh?
So,
I don't think any number of them matters. One is bad.
One is bad, yeah. But we're not going to worry about it until after we
yeah,
answer your questions.
because what I find out probably freaks me out.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Maybe.
So they went to this system to do what now? Did you say?
Uh-huh. I did not say yet.
Why were they going there?
They went to collect samples of a chemical agent known as AO-3959X.91-15.
So they were prospecting. Okay. What happened to the crew? Like,
The crew,
that's my second question.
yes, the crew started to have health problems after collecting the agent.
Ooh. Now, with that description of the agent, does it say, and do I know anything about it, or does it say anything about it, or would that have been another question?
It would be another question, but I'm not going to count it because you get a classified.
Well, I only get 2 questions. So
Well, it
that,
says classified,
yeah.
regardless of.
Like, what kind of health problems does this specify?
Elongated arms, bulging heads.
It says that several emergency medical actions were taken.
Actions.
Yeah.
I think that for the moment we need to get off this ship.
What's it
Cryo
say?
systems online. Cryo 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 systems.
Make sure the
online.
pods don't open if they're
Cryo systems
contaminated. We want to keep them in their
online.
pods.
Yes.
Cryo systems online.
Is there a command
Cryo
to
systems online.
keep them from
Cryo systems online.
typing into the computer? What would be the command to not activate the cryopods, to leave them asleep? I want to do that.
Cryopods are activated.
So they're activated as in they're functioning.
They're reviving the crew
Is there any way to reverse that?
to put them back into cryo sleep after they've been awoken.
Okay.
Can we close the doors to the cryo chamber rooms? Keep them locked in.
What are the O2 levels like?
O2 levels are fine. Carbon dioxide levels are uncomfortably high.
Okay.
Roll O2.
Very good. I got a 6. Do I get one back? Just kidding.
Got one. Sort of
This is
down
a
one.
joke.
I'm imagining how it would work though. With little plants in your backpack. With
Sure.
There's micro plants.
And the Jedi did it. Do we have an EVA suit on our ship?
You didn't use them all. You have 5 suits.
2 people still on
Yeah,
the ship.
I mean,
Okay.
well,
that's
the suits we have are EVA capable.
Right, they are EVA suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. We need to
back-
get off here. If those people are infected, we need to keep them quarantined. We can repair their ship on the outside. But whatever's on there, we don't need to be dragging it back with us.
I don't think so. What did it say?
It says whatever chemical compound they were looking for out beyond known space, I'm assuming, started causing medical problems with the crew.
Oh,
And
yes.
measures were taken. If they've got an infection on board, we don't need it. We don't need it on our ship. Let's get back to that airlock.
I'll stay here.
That's a bad idea.
I think it'd be best. I'm going to monitor the ship from here. If you need any information about the ship, I can relay the information back to you guys.
All right, you stay here and monitor the ship, but if you're staying here, you're not coming back.
Understood.
I'm not putting the lives of the rest of my crew at risk.
You do know that if you return to the ship and do not follow your mission objectives, your entire cut is forfeit.
So we have to.
Well, I'm not saying you have to.
Yeah.
I'm saying according to policy, you will not be paid anything if you do not complete your mission.
Well, if we return to the ship and repair this one so it functions, if we can get it back, that is our mission. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would do it.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
Johns. The intercom. Johns. Johns.
Who's John?
Are you here? Johns, where are you?
I'm sorry, there's nobody here by that name.
Reach over and do the
Is
thing.
intercom on the wall? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Captain Vanessa Miller.
Miller?
Miller.
Where's Captain Johns?
If I had to guess, I'd say Captain Johns is no longer with us. Who is this?
Reed. Valerie Reed. Colonial Marines.
What's your rank, Valerie?
Security officer.
Security Officer Reed. I'm captain of the U.S. CSS Montero. You're having difficulties on your ship? Medical difficulties?
Hold on, Flynn's up too.
What?
Can we hear what he hears over our
Calm
comm
the
system?
button.
Yeah, it's loud. Yeah.
It's a
It's over. Okay, it's
area
over.
comm
Yeah,
system.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit the button again. You've been in cryo sleep for 75 years. Why don't you tell me what the hell happened here? You there, Reed?
Hello?
Reed?
Hello?
Yes?
Yes, who is this?
It's Captain Vanessa Miller of the U.S. CSS Montero.
Liam Flynn, medical.
Flynn.
Listen, it is imperative. There is a vaccination that I must administer.
A vaccination.
Yes, a vaccination.
For what exactly?
The contamination. Hold on, there's several members of our crews awakening at once.
Have they been vaccinated?
Yes, all here have been vaccinated.
What are the ones that
Captain Johns!
Let's head back to cryo.
All right. I'm gonna stay here. I wouldn't get vaccinated as long as we keep our suits on. I don't trust them until we know more about this. I don't think we should take our suits off.
For once, you and I agree. Head back to the cryo.
I'll go back with
Cryo rooms.
You head back to the cryo room, and there's a mild commotion as people are waking up, vomiting into receptacles, drinking electrolytes, confused. One man seems to be sitting on the edge of his on the edge of the cryopod, like rubbing his temples. There are 5 individuals.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh.
Super.
Okay, take a look at them real quick here so you see who your people are.
Getting back.
Okay. You see this man here.
Captain Johns.
Nope. Medical Officer Flynn. He seems to be the most like together
Yeah.
of all the people here. He's got his weird drink in his hand. Is that you, Miller? Was it?
Yes, Vanessa Miller.
Well, perhaps there's a bit of delay given your suit status, but I can see about you this yellow. I'm not sure if you're wearing something that's going to contaminate you as you open your suits.
The yellow dust in the reactor room, yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
That'll happen to your men.
The agent that we found on Cronus 26 had an adverse effect upon members of the crew. I created an inoculation against it.
Yes, but what happened to them? How many did you lose?
Our crew complement was 36.
And now there are 5 of you.
Mm-hmm.
I can only account for 2 others.
The 2, people who start, all 5 of them are there.
Yeah.
We had sabotage in our auxiliary cryo base and had to jettison them.
Which accounts for how many more?
The total that I spoke of. The guy over in he looks over. The doctor looks over.
Is
Says,
he all right?
Cooper, you okay? He's like, yeah, just shouldn't have had that whiskey before I went under. Yeah. It's going to take a little bit of time for the crew to get up and get hydrated. I'd recommend that you go to the med lab and obtain those inoculation samples for your own sake.
The other one's over here.
I think you better have a closer look at Cooper there. He doesn't look so good.
Cooper's like sitting on the edge, like doing this one, like that. And Flynn heads over in that direction, like what? And starts like grabbing him and like trying to like. He's like, help me bring him into the examination room.
Go help.
You go, kind of start bringing him that way. He's not walking so good. His balance is off. He's leaning on Flynn, and then he's leaning on you. Get him into there. The lights pop on now. You guys clear off the table, lay him down, and he keeps arching his back to where he won't lay down all the way, so he's just kind of like a ball with his feet up, doing this one. And what are you doing?
I think at this point I'm looking like to someone else to talk to while that's happening in the other room.
Okay.
So Flynn is in there. Who else went with him? Anyone?
The captain did.
No one else though. Is anyone else at this point is everyone else recovering?
They're all there.
Pretty okay?
They're not recovered, but they're there.
Yeah. I'm just making sure people are comfortable.
They're not.
As they're recovering.
They're not.
I know they're not. Whatever
What are you doing?
I can provide.
I am going to quarantine that deck. Use the computer to lock that deck down.
The computer won't do it.
Yeah,
It
won't
can't do it.
Can't, okay. What about the...
The computer is not in charge of the ship, by and large.
Okay.
It is not Star Trek. We can play that game,
Okay.
This ain't it.
but that's a different game.
I'm going to take a look at that classified file. I'm going to take out a key card,
Okay.
stick it in the computer.
Okay. Same roll as him, where you're going to roll your contact, and then I will answer as many questions as you can get a success.
So am I rolling the contact number, or are we thinking that section?
You're never going to roll everything in the section.
Okay.
There's no reason for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Just like Vampire.
Just like
Always
Vampire,
plus that.
you always roll a skill and an attribute.
Okay. So 1.
Uh-huh. Then what's your attribute?
And that's 3.
Okay, so that's 3 and 1, right?
Yeah.
Plus your stress.
Okay. Stress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count. Yep, there was that 6. Okay. Two 1s and stress. Nothing. Super fail.
This super archaic computer system just doesn't make any sense, and you just get fucking pissed and just start bam, 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 losing your shit on this thing. You're gonna gain a stress. I won't make you roll though, because I'm gonna get back to him. So Flynn starts flashing his little light in Cooper's face, and you can see that his right eye is super swollen on top, and it's swelling fast. It's like you just got stung by a yellow jacket or something, and it's just swelling up crazy. What do you do?
How sure are you that this inoculation works?
He's like, I'm sure.
What is
All of
that?
us are fine.
What about Cooper here?
He had it.
We should restrain him.
All right, you want to try to roll your strength to
Is there restraints in the...
Yeah, he can. Somebody can get the restraints, and the other person can hold him down, and then you can restrain him.
I'll hold him down. Grab the restraints.
He goes to grab the restraints.
Okay.
Okay, give me the strength. Just unless there's some. Is there another one?
Close combat,
Close
stamina.
combat, yeah.
Stamina.
All right,
Try to
I
hold
don't
it
actually
down
have
for a
anything
while.
against stamina.
That's okay.
Don't restrain.
Okay. So I freak out, but I get 4 successes.
You got 4 successes. You reach down and grab a hold of his shoulders and put his hand like this, and you're holding on to his wrists and his shoulders and pushing him down and having to lean way over on him to get your weight in front of him, and then blood bursts all over the front of your mask and you can see nothing.
Well,
Roll your panic.
and then shoot him in the face.
Shoot who? He can't see
8.
shit.
You can't see anything.
I don't know, whatever.
We'll find out. Maybe we'll
yeah.
start doing that now.
You start shaking uncontrollably, and all your skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops, and you will automatically fail anything that requires sight.
Okay.
What do you do?
Hurry with those restraints. Keep holding them down.
You just keep holding him down.
Yeah.
You're shaking and like holding this guy, and you can feel Flynn reaching out at you, and he's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! What is that?" And then you feel something thump against the front of your mask. Take 1 stress.
Okay. Almost 10. I raise a hand and wipe the mask.
You let go of him?
With one hand.
Okay, with one hand.
Yeah.
You let go of him
And like put the elbow down.
and you just smear the whole front of your mask. It doesn't clean, it just scrapes and smears, and you can see through this like pink foggish mess something moving with articulated limbs, and it has this whipping, flailing thing on the back of it, and it's in the place where Cooper's head used to be.
Oh.
You take 2 stress.
Well,
I mean, that's 1 stress because he's at 10.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm
you
only
got-
at 9 right now.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not yet.
I thought you were right there. Yeah, hearing him scream. I'm
When
in there.
when you let, as soon as you let go of him, and you do that, you realize that he's gone limp.
Woo! Shoot this thing! I can't see for shit. I'm shaking like crazy, but I shoot this thing.
Okay, all right. You reach over and pull that pistol out. Here we go with the cards, baby. All right, here's one for John. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. Here's one for me.
Does it still apply since I'm not in the area?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you try to enter the area, that's what you're at.
Awesome.
Oh shit! How the hell is this even going to go down? So 10.
Yep.
Go 10.
So I'm coming into the room and
You come
getting
into
to
the
see
room.
all
You,
of this fun
you
stuff.
instantly take 2 stress.
Yeah.
It looks like a spider with 2 legs, with a big tumor-like head and this crazy whipping tail thing, and it's covered in gore, and it's stepping out of this placenta-like sack that was inside of this man's head, and it's like getting ready to leap on somebody.
Yeah. You're lucky you didn't see any of that. We are doing.
Yeah, I'm lucky that my vision was
yeah.
obscured by that guy's blood and
Yeah.
viscera.
It was perfect.
And brain matter. Yeah. I'm so fortunate.
You are.
How
You're very
blessed
much.
am I?
Are you
Crazy.
still on top of him?
No,
Not really.
No, great, awesome. Fucking. I mean, shotgun or incinerator unit here?
Yeah, well, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Shotgun.
1. Okay.
Let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me get your shotgun damage here.
Failures.
He's like, yeah, failure.
Push it.
Push it real good.
I got my one hit.
Da, da, da,
Oh, you know what?
da, da,
Fuck.
da,
Look at the long haul. I've seen it all before. Nothing surprises me anymore. Once per act, I can ignore all my failures on bad dice.
Oh,
Like,
on
so
on,
not-
on stress dice? you
Yeah,
mean?
so we ain't doing any of that shit.
Okay, so
So I'll go ahead and take that extra stress die.
okay,
and,
you also get 2 dice from the shotgun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2 regular dice.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, sorry, Charlie.
That's
And the
okay.
damage of this weapon is 3.
So far, I've got 1 success. I am pushing myself to reroll.
Okay.
Give me more. 2. Well, yeah, all those dice. 2. 2 successes.
Okay. So what are you going to use your extra success for?
We're doing 3 damage. 3 damage originally, right?
3 damage.
So let's stick with 3 damage and pin down.
You get another one.
No,
you have 2
one to hit.
Oh, you have 2 successes only.
2 successes total.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you cock that shotgun and boom, blow the crap out of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You are just barely out of range of the shotgun blast, but you are in no way out of range of the gore
Yeah.
flying from this thing and the rest of the body, and it just splashes bits of flesh all over you.
Do I really notice? I mean,
You definitely, you can hear it, dude. It's like
Just standing in the middle of the room.
Flynn starts screaming, "Ah!" and he runs at you, like trying to like push the shotgun away,
Right.
as, like he's got an unnatural fear of the shotgun,
Yeah.
but he can't really take an action until it's somebody else's turn.
Yeah.
9, 8, 7, 9, go 9.
what the hell's happening? Trying to squeegee my face off with shaky hands. What the
Yeah,
hell's
the
going
squeegee.
on?
You need
Flynn!
automatic wipers.
Flynn, what's happening? Nothing.
You just hear him screaming.
He's just screaming.
Flynn's freaking out, and this thing is alien. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's a thing coming out of its neck.
Is there a sink?
7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Flynn, he is pushing the shotgun barrel like up like this. Are you gonna let him or
No.
fight him?
No, I'll fight him.
All right, he's trying to push you.
Close combat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. All right. That's a cool set of everything but 1s and 6s.
Ties go to defenders. He failed too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's just like, don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me!
He almost got shot.
It's your turn again.
Nobody's gonna shoot you, Flynn.
It is my turn again. Short action, long action.
Another one of these here.
I'm going to like just let go of the shotgun, let him have the shotgun, and kind of let him fall. Like as he's trying to fight me, let him fall away from me because I've suddenly just let go of the shotgun, and then ready the incinerator.
I'm gonna call that. What are your things here? I'm gonna call that close combat. Basically, like a close combat maneuver. Only you're not trying to hurt him. You're just trying to. Effectively, you're trying to make him fall down and then switch weapons, right?
Yeah, basically. But I'm like trying to just be like whatever have the shotgun like as quick as possible.
Right.
Right. Just let him have the shotgun.
But you want him to fall down, right?
I don't care if he falls down or not. I just want to
You just
ready another. I just want to be able to shoot the thing right now.
Okay, you could drop your item
Yeah.
as a free action and draw as your next action.
Yeah. Is it quick?
As a quick action.
Yeah. And then shoot.
You want to shoot him?
I don't want to shoot him. I want to shoot the thing.
The thing. Okay.
I thought the thing was already obliterated.
Yeah. Is it dead? I didn't think so.
So, you drop your shotgun.
Yeah.
He's trying to get it from you, so
I know.
that doesn't take an action.
Yeah.
You just
That's
let him,
my thought
You just let him
process.
have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you draw what?
Oh, the incinerator.
Okay, you draw the incinerator.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Clicks on, and you want to fire now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the status of the critter?
Not dead enough.
Goo.
No, I mean, does he know? What are you shooting at?
Not dead enough, the critter.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo! 2 successes. No, 3 successes.
You start gutting flame
Yeah.
at that thing. The whole like middle table lights up. All these little like packets of gauze and stuff just burst into flames. You hear this, and this thing on fire starts running up along the walls, along the ceiling, and then just pops. And the room is on fire.
I'm still shooting. Or like I failed my.
Yo, you rolled a 1, so that means you empty out
Yeah.
your
That's what I'm
canister
saying.
of
Yeah.
fire
Yeah.
fuel.
Which is why it's very on fire.
Your turn.
So, can I use command to just shout out, "Everyone just calm down"?
Well, it says that you can use it on one character or a group. Let me see. Will you read it for me?
Does your character have
No.
majesty?
This is the command skill.
Oh, just the skill, not your special ability?
Yeah, because
I
we're
would
not like the doc. We're not part of the same group.
I think that you could do that. You could, but they would get a roll to defend themselves,
Okay.
and they would probably get some kind of a bonus because they're not in the same group.
Oh, okay. Works for me.
I've only run this game once, so I haven't figured out all my little
How
hacks.
dare you not know everything?
Everything.
All right. No one's killing anyone unless they've got critters popping out of their heads. Everyone just calm down. Oh, okay.
I mean,
Oh wait, there is a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a thing specifically for helping somebody chill out when they're freaking out. Now you'd have to target Flynn, the medical guy. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
And like effectively maybe end his panic?
Yes.
Okay, let me find the rule for that. God, I wish I had a book. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. No. No. I think it is a command roll, so I think it's the same roll.
Okay.
Stopping panic. Some effects of the panic table are immediate or will last one round. Others remain in effect until one of the following things happens. One turn passes, you are broken. Another character comes to your aid and makes a command roll. See page 45. So it is a command roll, so you can go ahead and roll your command roll now.
Already did.
Okay, cool.
I only got to roll 17 dice.
Command, stop panic. When another character makes a panic roll or loses control, you can
go to another
Go to
page.
page.
Damn it.
Did they take design notes from the people that made
from
5th edition?
D&D 5.
Comment.
God damn it.
So disappointed.
That's
Who's the design? The page
Why
layout
would they
guy?
do that?
The page layout guy needs to be fired.
hopefully it's not that way with the core book. This is just the dumb,
Yeah.
you know.
No, and if it does that in the text, that's not so bad. But when the index does it,
When the index does it, it's
Yeah.
particularly. It's not as bad in the text. Yes.
oh man,
The author used to make choose your own adventure storybooks.
I guess.
For real.
I guess
For real.
the most frustrating thing about 5th edition.
For the
being-
glossary, see page 5.
Oh,
Well, it didn't
For
do
the
so
index,
much
see
of that
page
back and
27.
forth, but the index was weird.
the index.
The index
sucked.
did that a lot. It was like,
Yeah.
see this other thing. Like, why don't you just give me the page number here?
Let me look at intimidation. Oh, see attributes, charisma. No, just tell me where I can read about intimidation. You piece of shit.
Yeah. No, this, however, does sound like Choose Your Own Adventure.
Yeah.
And I still can't find it.
Because Choose Your Own Adventure.
I think it's at 67. I'm on 67.
You
Gain stress
died.
dice.
Go to page
Stress
9.
level. Health points. Whatever, dude. Did you make the roll?
I got 6 successes.
Okay, yeah. The dude calms down. He gives a crap. I'm not even gonna make him roll. Dude starts to calm down. You got him breathing Lamaze. He's great. Yeah, he's fine now.
And like through the red haze, I'm like, I see this flickering, really dark reddish orange. Is the room on fire? Can we stop that? I can't see anything.
Do you want to take your helmet off?
No. Hell no.
All right, I think everybody needs to roll their air.
4, 4, 4, 6.
Fire suppression systems starts up.
There you go. Now you can see, Captain.
No, I can't really.
Oh, stand there longer.
That's not. Is it water that?
No, it's not water.
I think one of those showers still worked.
Oh, yeah, here, let me.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to
Fumble
touch
my
you.
way to the shower. The one that works.
You can clear off your mask by wiping it enough, just getting some towels and stuff.
Okay.
It's gonna be gross, but
Oh, I'm gonna get so I can see, and then go shower off my suit.
okay. So do we want to keep playing tonight? It's a little bit late.
Not at 1 p. Not 1 a.m.
It's a little bit late, and people have to work tomorrow. So
Yeah. So
That's a good
Fantastic.
place. Yeah, I would.
isn't this game great?
I'm
Yeah.
just like wondering.
Or,
why-
okay, that's my opinion. What do you guys think? And don't be afraid to be brutal.
That's why I'm laughing.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm imagining my character in the computer room seeing like lights go off like fire suppression. What the hell's going on down there? But
I'm just waiting for you to start trying to hack stuff and, figure out what your real goal is. Now that we can.
Well, if I can-
I do like the fact that the stress and terror is mechanized.
yeah,
Like, I hate one of the things that I hate the most is when people in a game refuse to buy into the fact that things are going to freak your character the hell out.
And you're gonna do dumb shit.
Oh, I've seen worse than that before 1,000 times. I got balls of solid brass, and I've been from here to there, and blah blah blah. It's such bullshit, dude.
yeah.
No, it's a role-playing game. It's about telling cool stories. Cool stories do not involve people that are emotional, that have no emotional range.
That are
whatsoever.
emotional stones.
Yeah, that are just like, oh, I am immune to all, and all of you peons are lesser than me.
Yeah, you're acting more like the observer, not the actual character.
Yeah, no kidding. If you want that role, be a narrator, and even then, you have to have some emotional range.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm so cool that nothing affects me.
Well, that's where Adam talks about director stance versus character stance,
Yeah.
and letting yourself be the director and not the character, and not like people are only the character, and the character is only the person, and that becomes a problem.
Yeah.
So technically, we would do this at the end of the first act, which we're not quite
Oh, you want to be done
at the end of right now.
That's fine.
But just for the experience of the game, Wilson has achieved his agenda.
Oh.
Not quite.
Well, I'm saying. that
Oh,
you
wait,
have-
no,
yeah.
no, here.
Wilson has achieved his agenda.
Do we get to know what it is?
No,
Let's
just in case we play it again.
Okay.
And this is the way it would work.
see. Looks like it's.
I know what it says. Yeah. I know what it says. Rye did not achieve
I don't believe so.
her agenda. And do I have yours already? Am I
I
hiding
handed it over. Should be over there.
Have you heard of the game Duskers?
I don't have it.
I passed the sheet over. Where'd it go?
What sheet are you looking for?
Looking for
Cam.
yeah, Wilson. Not Wilson.
You're
that's
not
you.
Wilson. I have Wilson.
Vanessa.
I have Rye. I have Davis.
You're a liar.
Here's Cam Roughneck.
Oh, I'm a lying liar. That's a liar.
You're a
face.
terrible liar.
Thought I passed it over.
And then Miller achieved her agenda. So technically, you would all at this point gain, or not all, but you two would gain victory points based off of that. And as you progress, you would start accruing victory points based off of achieving those agendas. And that could kind of be the end of Act 1.
Now, if I had been a little more liberal with my incinerator, maybe I would have achieved my agenda.
But yeah, I really like this game. The book, as you've seen, needs a little reorganizing,
And it's not out yet.
but it's not out yet.
Well, and it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't a freaking PDF.
Yeah, and if it was a PDF that had
I feel like it
everything
might be.
hyperlinked and
The way it is right now.
yes, but at the same time, I can absolutely flip through a real book easier than I can this.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because this thing, I have to either flip individual pages or I have to punch in a page number.
Right.
Whereas with a book, I can just be like, yep, more, done.
Yep.
And you can find it real fast. I can infinitely find things better in a real book than in a PDF. So that is a part of it.
So, yeah.
Not to mention the fact that digital bookmarks in no way compare to real bookmarks.
No, they do not.
Where you can just look at the edge of the book and be like, yellow, whoop, cigar wrapper, whoop, like old tarot card, whoop,
Yep. So the abandoned freighter background ambiance was pretty spot on.
Pretty spot on, yeah. It was
I like
better
that.
than anything I was trying to put together.
Yeah. For anyone who cares to listen,
Yeah,
that's tabletopaudio.com.
tabletop audio, which is what I should have gone to in the first place. But
Pretty
oh
dope.
well.
Work.
They've got a bunch.
Work, Alan.
They've got
Stop
a bunch
trying
that
to
would
do
work really well for this.
Yeah, I really like this game.
Yeah.
And that stress mechanic alone makes it good, but then you add the depletion mechanic, how well they put, that's just a fraction of the scenario.
Yeah.
The scenario is also really cool in the way it's put together. It has, it's separated into acts, right? Obviously, you all have your different, motives or your different agendas for the different acts. But the way the module, from my perspective, is set up is there's like a location map and a location description, just like your typical dungeon description.
Right.
But rather than burying the plot stuff at specific locations, I just have like an Act 1 sheet, and it's full of events. Some of them have to happen in specific locations, like that guy that you ran into in the core, he was just there. But other ones, like the computer turning on, just has to happen in the first act,
At some point.
at some point,
When deemed dramatically.
when deemed dramatically appropriate. So you can kind of tailor the speed at which things happen, or the frequency. And you can even leave, like some of them are listed as mandatory, some of them are listed as not.
Yeah.
Like the guy in the hallway is not, but I like throwing him in. And so there's several of them that are just like, yeah, you could do this or not. And like the motion sensor pings, of course you don't notice those if you don't use the motion sensor, right?
Yeah.
So little things like that. So it becomes really easy to just kind of go,
Well, it heightens the paranoia.
yeah.
That's-
Well, it's cool. I think most of them are cool if you get to them.
Yeah.
But if you're pressed for time, for example, and you really want to keep things, if things are starting to drag, you know what I mean? You can cut
That's
some
the
of
thing,
those
yeah.
extra little events out and just get to blam, the computer turns on, blam, the people start waking up, blam, the dude starts, starts giving birth to God knows what, right? And you can really get going with it if you want to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice because it's not just completely based off of the pace of the players, but you're not following a railroad either, right?
Yeah. No,
It's
that's
cool.
it. I like it. I dig it.
And I hope that they make a whole lot more scenarios like this. And it goes there's several parts to it. There's all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, I won't give away too much in case we play it again, but it's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
So all that being said, are we still talking about doing a rando game for next week?
Next week? Yeah, man. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff we still want to try, so.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do we want to play Alien again?
I'm down to play it again.
I could play it again, or I could play something else. I'm not married to anything in particular. Or I could run something.
Yeah. I would love to play Alien again, but I would also love to run MCC.
Okay, well, it sounds like there's a solid chance we might decide we want to do Alien again, so let's not reveal
Yeah.
all the stuff.
Okay.
At the free RPG day, we revealed and we had fun. But if we're gonna play again, let's not reveal, just in case we play again. And if not, I still think that was a pretty great
Yeah.
session of gaming.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you get that tension in there, that paranoia, that stress, that sense of dread,
Yeah.
because you know.
Well, we know what we signed up for.
Yeah.
We know. It's no mystery, but it's cool when even though you know, that it's still doing a good job building that up.
Yeah.
And if you just had like a conflict resolution mechanic and that's all of that would be on the Game Master.
Right.
And the players having to buy into what the Game Master was selling.
Yeah.
And I think that stress mechanic, in addition to the depletion mechanic, and then the way that the whole scenario is set up together, right? Like, we don't know where we are. What's going on? Oh crap, we're gonna crash. Okay,
Without
we're all fine now.
You know what's cool is that stress mechanic is almost something that you could like cookie cutter out and drop in any system.
I love stuff like that.
I was about to say that all the mechanics in this game remind me of the game Duskers. It's pretty much the exact same premise. You have a starship. There's an abandoned starship. You go to investigate. You don't go on it. You send these droids on it, but you have zero visibility. Rooms can contain enemies you don't know. Fog of war. You have scanners that can detect near, far. Into those rooms, you kind of have to like guess, like, do I go this way, that way, and yeah, it's
it's a video game.
But
it's a like.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it, so I assumed it wasn't
Here.
role playing.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it and
Oh, it's-
wanting it and didn't put it on my wish list.
and
Apparently,
the entire interface is nothing but a mouse and actual typing in commands. So you're actually like, controlling this drone like through like a low tech drone from a spaceship, like open door 1, go to airlock 6.
Oh, it's a little bit Zork.
Yeah, here, this is kind of what it looks like.
They it's kind of funny that you mentioned that because
Yeah, like it is dark, and believe me,
you need to
That's
play Survivor SV something.
But the way the stress mechanic works in this game is straight up for anybody. If you make a stealth roll, if you're successful on a stealth roll, you are hidden from all enemies who are unaware of you until you interact with them or do something to make yourself known. And then when you do, there's an opposed observation versus mobility roll to see, right? So when you were looking at doing the movement sensor, like you absolutely would ping on the movement sensor on this thing and you would never see it.
Oh, yeah.
was it still inside the body but moving around?
You don't know.
Oh yeah, I know, you can't really.
You absolutely do not know where it is until it acts on you.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, motion sensor, cool. Things can't sneak up on it. Yeah, they can.
Oh yeah, you'll know they're there.
Congratulations.
You'll know they're there.
Yep.
But it's like, oh, they're right on top of us. 1 meter. 1 meter. You know, like, yeah. And until they choose to act on you,
All we know, it's 1 meter in what direction?
you don't know.
Oh shit.
But the cool thing is, it works the opposite way too. So when you guys were sneaking down the hallway,
That's where I was like, because I knew that
when you guys were sneaking down the hallway, like nobody knew that you were there.
And meanwhile, there's Lord knows what sneaking around in the same hallway, and nobody knows that anybody else is there.
More high-tech version.
Well, the thing is, if it wasn't acting against you, if it wasn't hiding from you, like if it was there, it would just be like sitting there,
Oh, I know.
Had
Yeah.
no
doing
visuals.
God knows what.
It's just
Oh, I know.
And you'd be
I've
like-
seen it and I wanted to play it.
This,
So
this
get
game is terrifying.
yeah, I'll play that. You get this.
You know, like,
Scavengers and
and like you, like there's moments in the movie like that where Ripley's like looking around and she just spots the thing, and it's like up in the tubing, and she's just like
because in this one things just like pop out.
trying not to move, trying not to move, trying not to move.
I'll just stay here
Yeah,
and grab
in
my
this case,
pants.
Yeah.
You
All right. Anyway, so we've devolved into talking about video games, so we're not worth recording
Certain ones.
anymore.
it was cool.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.